So, last session, you continued your journey deeper into the Tanzan wilds, venturing off the beaten path into dense and oppressive jungle. The canopy above grows thicker, sunlight struggling to pierce through as you kind of navigated narrow game trails, uncharted territory, without Grunker's guidance. The journey was arduous, but together you did manage to overcome the challenges of the wilds. Vellum took time to thank Etheria, Sayun and Dejar for their assistance and support in his creation of his new javelin. He shared moments with each of them, offering tokens of appreciation, discussing matters of faith, purpose, personal struggles. And as you progressed, you faced a series of skill challenges to navigate the treacherous terrain. And through teamwork and utilising your individual strengths, you successfully guided the caravan through the jungle, avoiding dangers and maintaining morale. But concerned about Grunker's whereabouts, Dejar attempted to scry on him, and she saw Grunker walking freely in a dark cave somewhere, accompanied by two figures, one large and sort of creaking like wood, the other with smaller and with hooves. And he was discussing home, presumably with this hooved figure, where Grunker came from, what Grunker thought of this figure's home. The feminine figure, presumably this Briar you've been hearing about, made mention of using creatures to protect the grove, or our home, as she put it. Dejar also noticed a pulsating, sort of distant red glow reflecting off of Grunker's face, in time with a resonating, slow, deep heartbeat, leaving Dejar rather unsettled. But seeking guidance, Etheria used Speak with Animals to converse with local birds, and she learned of a big ring stone in the north and followed one of these tropical birds to an ancient cairn, a circle of 8 standing stones, adorned with moss and druidic inscriptions, each stone depicting Takanda, the queen of beasts, a great spirit here in Tanzania, surrounded by various creatures, and each of these stones having this cardinal direction engraved upon each of them. But reuniting at these standing stones, you investigated the site, and Reader also noticed those cardinal directions. And it was on the northwestern stone you discovered a small emerald embedded at the top. Believing this ring of stones might be a key to finding this corrupted grove and Grunker, you attempted to discern its significance. But despite efforts to sense corruption through the roots by Dejar and interpret any hidden messages and magics, you were unable to ascertain the ring's exact purpose beyond, from what Reader could surmise, some sort of waypoint or way shrine made for certain druidic circles. But as the session concluded, you found yourselves contemplating the meaning of this ancient site and considering your next steps in locating the grove and rescuing Grunker. So, what would you like to do?
I had to stop myself from saying something silly.
Well, now I just have to know.
Oh dear God.
Is this something you'd like to share with the class?
No. For the sake of the recording, no.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
boy. Well,
okay.
then just DM.
Just yeah.
Where's this emerald located exactly, Gary?
It's at the very top of the northwestern standing stone.
How tall is that?
It's a good 10 feet. Comes up to Liska's eye line.
Hey, Liska.
The
You mind standing in front of this stone? She points. One that has the similarly tarnished emerald on top of it. Could you stand on there for a minute, please? I need to see this. The importance of that. He points up.
do you want me to just lift you?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Dangle the thing.
Were you going to try to climb me?
Yes, I was to ask.
Liska just chuckling, reaches down, grabs Dejar by the waist, and just lifts her up.
Puppies.
Uppies. Okay, I'm at the crystal. I'm going to. God, you damn it.
Yep, that's the image I had in my head.
I'm gonna try and do precipitation on the emerald first.
All right, you with just a flick of your hands, the stone is cleared from its sort of clouded over appearance, and all of the dirt and the dust and grime from probably centuries is washed away.
Alright. Does it seem like the emerald is dulled or any way? Like, of magic, or is it just sleepy?
Make an Arcana check.
Right.
25. There is no glow to this emerald. From what you gathered, this is likely purely ornamental in its orientation. This likely has no magic to it, at least from what you could already establish from the detect magic spell earlier. You just felt this just sort of ambient nature magic around this stone circle, and you gather there is some symbolic significance to this thing.
Alright, let's go. You can set me down now. Another dead
Okay.
end.
So, who is this Takanda? I think you was talking about it.
She is the queen of beasts. In her mortal life, she was the queen to the first husband, Aho, and queen to her second husband, the Shaman King, Alotl, I think his name. I keep forgetting.
Oh. She had
So-
two?
Well,
What happened first?
her first abducted from the throne and just left into the jungles, leaving no heir or will.
I assume you mean
Convenient.
abdicated, not abducted.
Abdicated. I'm sorry.
Very different
Hey,
connotation.
Maybe the jungle abducted him. Stolen away.
No. He left willingly, just up and left the throne and was never seen again.
I mean, so did your little rock fella.
That's entirely different. That's
Is
from.
it?
It is, considering the fact that I sense enchantment magic.
Right, but you have no way for knowing for sure. I mean,
That's also true. Historians have been debating about certain things, dealing with the earlier parts of like Tahoe's history. So, could be right, could be wrong. Don't know. Other than that, a short bit, they had a council meeting on who was going to be the next king, with the Shaman King, Galotl, or Zaxos was the Kanta's sister-in-law at the time. So I'm not gonna get into details about that, but let's just say certain events happened for King Alatu, the Shaman King, to become the second king and the Kanda's second husband.
I was mostly joking about her losing her husband and being the sole person in power. It was. Never mind.
So he just her first husband just walked into the jungle. Do they know what happened to him?
No one knows what happened to him. He just left the throne, didn't want to rule anymore, and just walked into the jungle. I'm oversimplifying this too. It's a very long story.
It is interesting. So she was she was empress with her first husband, and then and then he walked into a jungle, and then she had a second husband.
Yes. And
Okay, what happened to him?
due to a certain individual that we all know, well, this caused a civil war. And through that civil war and deception, caused a lot of lives to be lost on two deceived sides. Xerxes, the Empress of Destruction, and the Shaman King, thinking that Xerxes was going to try and cause a coup. Throughout that, Xerxes lost her lives through self-destruction, with fire and volcano, and Alatu sacrificed lives needlessly through this deception. He didn't feel like he was worthy of the crown, so he up and left the throne.
Seems like people are walking away from this throne very often.
This was several hundred years ago. And
So
the
the
third,
second, so he did. Let me guess. He also walked into the woods and was never heard from again.
no, the third ruler would have been Kanda herself.
No, I mean her husband. He said he abdicated the throne. Did he just walk into the woods too?
Yes, towards the swamp.
Man, the emperors in this country are okay. So she became
I'm
the empress
noticing
herself.
a little bit of a pattern.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun, and yes,
She's
she became the
there.
empress.
Someone takes the throne that would rule. They conveniently leave the throne and disappear, and no one knows why, and never heard from again, until they just stop trying and she holds on to power.
I might have to fill you in a little bit more about that. I'm so oversimplifying, but let's just say for this entire brevity, yes.
It's okay. It's okay. So sorry, I kept asking questions. What about this? So the emerald is nothing.
Yes, it's simply decoration from what I saw, except, the entire circle here he gestures.
So
is
can we
suffused
can we
with-
take it?
I don't
Can
think
we
it would
not?
be wise, because this is from... He just points to Rita, her type of people that does that type of magic would be very upset
Ethereal's gonna raise her
nothing is
hand.
ever just decoration.
Yes, Cecilia.
I'm also gonna say I would be a little upset.
Yes. Also, the living god, the conduit, would probably be also upset. So I'd rather not.
Oh, so wait, she became a living god?
Yes.
How do you become a living god?
It was a very harrowing and extremely powerful ritual that happened when the entire
Do you know
kingdom
the
was
ritual?
about to be. No, the only being that knows the ritual is also a living god himself. In fact, we've met the quote unquote avatar of that person.
Are you talking about Banzala?
No, in the shaman's mantle,
Oh,
the head
no.
archmage.
Oh, I never actually saw him.
No, he's very unsettling, and when pissed, give him space. Don't know. Don't ask how I know this.
How
All
many
right, I won't.
how many living gods are there?
Let's see. One,
Quick, Jenner, tell him how many living gods there are.
please help.
Okay. There are 5 living gods. There is Banzala, there is Quetzali, Tahos, Takanda, and Zalazos.
Yep. There you go. That is verbatim.
Yes. 2 of those are the emperors that abdicated their thrones.
Yep.
Yeah. So they disappeared into the jungle and became living gods.
That they became living gods during the Kanda's reign. Again, a
Became-
ritual. They were not seen, but they were prayed to by the people. But other than that,
And as far as you know, Dejar, it was during the. So I'm also just reminding myself of the history as well. It was during that battle of the 5 gods that it was Quetzali who uttered that enormous ritual that spanned across Tanzia, that turned both himself into a living god and summoned the ancestors of the ancestor spirits of God King Alatl and Tahos back to the realm of the living as living gods.
yep.
In order
I would
to fight
oversimplify-
the Sorask.
Yep, I would
Alright.
oversimplify it, but yep, that's the basis of it.
Because Dejar's done her fair bit of studying on this.
Can I do a history to see what the fuck a Sarask is?
You can.
Oh,
In fact,
So-
good.
Sarask are the lizard people, but they were also
no.
fighting the Torask.
You,
Sorry, this is Talali talking. She's not here.
Oh,
but her
wait,
player
no.
is.
That's not a beast. That is the Sarask, the lizard people.
Yeah,
That's
the
okay. The ones
Thorask
we've
that
seen.
had, they were
I
going
heard
around.
Turask, and I thought I got it.
Oh, no, that,
Never
that,
mind.
That
Thorask
was
would
no,
be a
no,
whole
that
other
was there.
problem.
No, that was there. That's why they had to summon the living gods,
Oh, okay.
because
Oh.
the Sorask had summoned the Tarask.
Can I
This is
do
all
a
coming from-
knowledge on the on the Turask that was mentioned?
you can make a history check, sure. Actually, a history or a religion check.
Both of those aren't very good. But
you can
I,
have. You probably, since I've explained it that much, oversimplified, does he get advantage on this?
Since you've kind of, well,
but
since you've gone ahead and sort of laid the sort of groundwork for this, that's going to be like, should you fail this check, that would just be the base knowledge that you know.
Okay.
cool. Well, I have advantage anyway because of favored enemy.
And what is
Favorite
your
enemy, Iraq.
what is your what is your favorite enemy?
I should say. Right now it's set as beasts and plants.
Right. Okay. So you would not
Is
get
it a beast?
This is not.
Okay.
It would not be a beast.
I think it's technically a monstrosity.
It's
That would make sense. Anyway, I'm gonna think about it for a moment. Yeah.
So
Right.
from
Yeah, that makes sense. Got it. I have no clue, Jenner, and I don't want to know anything more.
all right. Okay.
oh boy. Right then.
So yeah, barely ever heard of this Tarask thing before, beyond what Dajar's already mentioned here and there.
That's fascinating. I don't know, and I've come to realize I don't care. We probably should refocus on this. She points back to the statue in the cardinal directions.
Yeah, you lot
I think
just
that's-
went a bit overboard on that.
The
Got a little
history
distracted.
lesson is nice, but yeah,
Casual Lord.
probably need to know where we're going.
Like I said, nothing is usually just decorative.
Well, also, didn't we come from the northwest?
You did not. You came. This would be from the south. You came from the south to southeast.
Pull
Yeah,
up
we
the
started
map
heading
on the map.
south, and then we picked up a trail or something, and then we ended up here.
Okay. So
No, dude, the northwest is the fucking temple. The necropolis.
the temple. But getting here, we came from around.
Either that or the big golden whatever. Whatever the fuck that is on the map.
Mm.
I mean, if you think of... We kind of came from the northwest in terms of, like, where the temple was. It could be pointing in that general direction. I don't think it's really pointing towards the capital. Could be pointing towards a big thing up there if you're looking at major landmarks. There's a couple of things
is-
along the way that it could be.
It is weird that what seems to be a druidic henge of sorts is pointing towards a major landmark.
I mean, why wouldn't it?
Could be...
There's
I
druids.
mean, why would they
around
have
here.
interest in going to a major population center? Druids are usually like, I guess with the way the culture is, maybe druids are a bit more in tune with cities, but
It's also the case that we just wiped off hundreds and hundreds of years worth of grime on it.
Yep.
Those landmarks could have not been as large and prosperous. They could have started as important druidic ritual sites that, because of their spiritual importance of a land of living gods, then became a mainland sort of staple for the population.
thought. Actually, I'll say this in character. Dajar,
Yeah.
do you have your was it familiar? That thing? Do you have that about?
No, but I can bring her about, and out of the pocket dimension, Agatha is sitting on Deshar's shoulder. Where do you want Agatha?
If we have him go up and look in the direction that's going, we can see if that lines up with anything. If it does, then we know what it's for. But if it doesn't, then maybe there's something in that direction.
Hey. Deshar just looks at Agatha. Could you please go up there and see the direction where the emerald's pointing to?
The
If you
pale,
so mind.
the pale white sort of pearlescent raven gives you a small croak in its throat and spreads its wings, flutters up into the air, into the canopies, disappearing beyond sight. And I assume you're going to your eyes to see through it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so you spend that action to filter your eyes. They turn this sort of crystalline white as your vision shifts upwards, and you find yourself soaring above the jungle canopy. I would like Agatha to make me a perception check.
Okie doke. Give me 1 second.
This is a raven, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a raven.
Yeah, it's not an owl. Owls are the busted ones.
Yeah, gotcha. So you got effectively a +3 to this.
+3, so I'm just gonna roll my perception and just add +3 to this.
Yeah, it's just roll a d20, add 3. Oh,
Yeah, okay.
okay. So
That
That's a
doesn't
nat
sound
one.
good.
yeah, that's a natural one.
Oh boy.
Of course.
It's currently with the amount of rain and fog sort of rolling through these jungle valleys. It's getting very difficult to tell by any sort of metric of distance. You're not able to quite see as far as you'd hoped.
Alright. I disconnect that magical connection and pretty much whistle Agatha to come back. It just turned to Vellum. I can't see shit through this fog and rain. Alright.
Well, if it was. Sorry, that was just me thinking. Well, I figure we got some options. We can either see where this is pointing or keep going the way we were going.
I would
What
rather
was the
try
range of your little spell you're detecting? Is it detecting plants?
Who I've kicked. Who are you talking to?
You.
I can detect creatures.
That was Rita, I think.
Yeah, that's
Rita or
our
you?
friend. I can do creatures. I have creatures, not plants.
Oh, wait. Then it was you. It turns over to Rita. You detected for those little interesting plants they described, right? You didn't see anything?
No ping.
Then that would have been about 5 miles.
Yes.
So we're still a decent distance away.
Mm-hmm.
Either that stone is leading us towards the direction of a grove, or some other important landmark. Really, what it comes down to is 50-50.
I think given the type of connection that the Czar has seen with these people, that and that apparently they're in a giant tree. Well, you have motions to the trees around them. A more like specific giant tree. I feel like the grove is more likely. If I had to give my 2 cents.
Plus it's green,
Lord.
so that's like nature shit, right? That's a nature color.
Yes. Yes.
Primal.
Yes. Sunshine leaves tend to be green.
Look, it's simple matching, you know? I don't know much
Very
about the
good.
history of magic and shit, so I just go by what I got.
Congratulations, he knows his colors. Next, we'll have to make sure he can match shapes. Yuska, do you have any square blocks?
Alright, let's make a decision.
You're
You mine some cobblestone.
Sao just holds out a small cube that is a perfect 2 inches on every side.
No. It puts her hand on top of the cube and slowly pushes it back down. That was a joke.
I'm well aware, but I thought it was funny because I actually used this for measurements.
No,
You just want to
it's
show off
hilarious. Does
just
it have letters on it?
just looks between Etheria and Sal. You two are a riot.
Yeah. All right. On the map, tracing our path. What's the actual path that we took to get here?
Right, so. You would have gone from that main road here over this direction. And I'm only telling you this because you rolled so well on those that skill challenge to get here.
I would have at least a general understanding of my bearings because
Yeah.
I, as a player, am not sure.
Mhm.
I would be able to say, oh yeah, we took this road, we went down, and we did that, and we did this, right?
Yep.
I would understand that as a character, basically knowing the general lay of the road. I thought we came from this way.
No.
So wait, if it's northwest, we double back.
You went pretty much in this direction.
So if we go northwest in this direction,
Because as far as you were made aware, this grove is somewhere around the base of the mountain.
God
Whereabouts?
damn it.
Whereabouts around that base, you have no idea.
you don't have the token selected, or you don't have vision of the party token. That's probably
I have
what
no.
suppose.
I cannot see the party token at all. I'm just looking at a lot of dots and a black screen.
Oh no.
It's over here.
It's
Hang
probably
on.
because you don't have vision.
Yeah, it's probably that. I'm like, how the fuck is everyone else seeing this?
Yeah,
And I
vision is
can't.
probably not assigned to that token.
It is.
Oh, well, what the fuck? Okay.
You know what?
I'm
Fuck it.
clicking.
I'll stick Dejar on the board there.
Sable.
There's a giant snake.
Godzilla.
God, kaiju!
Gojira!
Hold on.
Out to see where he came from.
You know what? Fuck it. Oh my goodness.
It's the one from that perception roll earlier.
Right.
Fucking. Fuck my life, I guess.
Just stumbles out into sea.
It's a sea serpent.
Ah, yes.
Alright. Get all your scaly.
Get out your systems.
Get
Get out
out
your
now.
systems. Right, I'll stick a
There we go.
party there. That's
A serpentine seawater slitherer.
that's the
Oh,
that's the route you
no.
took.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, yeah. So if we go northwest from here, we're going into uncharted territory, but it's a bit more of a direction than we had before, which was mostly just let's go around this mountain and hope we find something.
Cool. All right.
It's what
Then we circle the mountain clockwise.
I have an idea. Let's see if
Whoops,
It
I moved
works,
it
though.
instead. I did to do that. Undo. There we go.
What's your idea?
let's see if I can just try and suffuse some of my magic into the emerald and see what happens.
Okay.
I'm just gonna just do it through Agatha while she gets up there.
I will say, just make me a spell casting check.
Could I not try and do an Arcana?
Spell casting check.
Well, this is using the raw essence of your magic to do so. I would definitely have to say it's just a spell casting check.
Oh,
Yeah, do remember Arcana is more of a knowledge roll than an actual application.
right. Oh, there we go.
21. Okay. So, as you conjure that spark, that well-exercised spark of magic within your heart, within your very soul itself, you push with all your might that raw essence of your magic into a singular pinpoint at the very tip of your finger, and you press it against the emerald. You concentrate for a good minute or so. The rest of you all kind of see this take place as small crystalline mirror-like shards begin to surround the emerald itself. And then there's this dull thud of this sort of resonant magical energy within the emerald itself, and it begins to glow. You've certainly done something. You've certainly done something to it.
Okay. Turns to Etheria and Rita. Check the emerald now. If you would both be so kind.
Yeah, right. Is it glowing?
It's glowing.
It's glowing.
Okay. I mean, I'm not so well versed in primal magic, so I got it to glow, so I don't know what else to do.
Great. She's tapping the side of her head and thinking. You really did make this easy.
Shrugs.
Did she clean this entire stone?
Mm-hmm.
The entire stone.
The gemstone, yes.
What about the stone that was actually mounted on the obelisk?
The entire stone obelisk, that's not been cleaned. You can see vines and leaves kind of wrapping around it.
Ready to get scrubbing.
You've scrubbed away to see enough of the inscriptions to know what it says and what it depicts. There's still a couple non-consequential sort of vines and leaves kind of wrapping around it at places, but beyond that, you've gained pretty much all the knowledge you can from this stone. These are 8 8 standing stones depicting visages of Takanda, each with a cardinal direction on them.
Mm-hmm.
And now that emerald is glowing.
I was gonna think about doing something, but that wouldn't really work. The stone's glowing, but it didn't seem to be glowing before she did that, so I don't know if that's an important thing.
It seems as though
No other obelisks have a stone mounted atop them, right?
Mhm. It seems as though she might have awakened some sort of magic, or re-imbued it with some sort of magic.
Great. I am going to think. Were there any stones like this similar to Grows in my past, with people's pasts? That might have a hint on it.
Go ahead and make me a history check with advantage.
Cool.
13. You've come across a few kind of standing stones. They're mostly for sort of organised druidic circles, places or waypoints where one of a druidic persuasion might be able to find a druidic circle. Yeah, the
13 is about what I get.
yeah, pretty much.
Well, I'm just gonna turn to Rita. All I know is that it's a gathering point. As far as that business points to the glowing stone, I'm not really sure. What about you? You're the expert.
Geb,
Hmm?
you've been asked.
Expert of what?
You're the druid.
I think he kind of fell asleep there for a moment.
Maybe. Maybe I might. I'm not gonna confirm with or not. What do you want to ask?
Boy.
Yeah, sorry.
Janner, would you clarify?
Okay, so Etheria has just asked Rita that about what this standing stone is. That from what Etheria has gathered, is probably some druidic gathering point, some sort of waystone or directional place for druidic circles to gather. Etheria is currently unsure about the currently now glowing emerald on top of the northwestern standing stone.
Okay. I'm gonna be completely honest, I have no idea.
Would you like to make an investigation check or a history check?
Sure. It's me as a player going, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
I've been a druid for like an hour. Let's see. What is it? History or insight?
Investigation or a history check, yes.
Investigation or history? Both are equally trash, so I guess I'll do investigation.
I'll go ahead and send you a real quick DM.
Alright.
This is the problem by having like druids be a natural part of the world and be a player class as well, because suddenly there's a lot of esoteric lore you have to account for.
I love that shit.
I mean, that's the
me
fun
too,
part.
but at the same time, it gets esoteric.
I mean, it's
That's
also
why it's great.
interesting. Yeah, it's also interesting because like there's druids and then there's druids. Just like
Yeah.
there's clerics and then there's clerics.
Yeah,
Like you can
yeah.
have people who have full faith and they're priests and stuff like that. And they work in a church and stuff like that. But then you have those that have actually been touched and imbued with divine or primal magic.
Mhm.
That so like yeah, that's it depthens the lore in a world. I think.
Profession.
Yeah,
It
because you gotta
definitely
remember.
goes in profession.
Yeah, because you gotta remember that Rita isn't necessarily part of a covenant of some kind or a circle. She's just kind of like, her family is druids, and she's just kind of follow up on that. She's not necessarily part of any bigger organization.
Yeah,
Your hedge
makes,
druid.
It makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Literally born in a hedge. Okay. Or from a hedge. Who knows? Okay. So she's gonna look at the emerald. How far up was it?
It's about 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. Was there any other gems on the other?
Nope, just the one on the northwestern standing stone at the very top.
Okay. She's gonna look up at that and look at the rest of the circle and go, Well, I think it was it's most likely a spell that's now been activated. I can't really say which one from here. Maybe our friend Dajar here can help determine what it is, but it's definitely druidic in nature.
Okay.
Can't tell
Oh.
what it's doing, if it's sending a signal or if it's just doing something else.
Right then, I'm gonna look up what type of spell this is.
And how?
Theria's gonna scratch
how-
her chin.
Yeah, I'll help you out with this.
Do we get a name of the grove?
You didn't exactly get a name of the grove, no.
Okay. This be helping me. Identify, I guess.
Identify. Okay.
I have an idea of exactly what this is.
Would you like to go first?
Well, we can let the wizard do their thing. Otherwise, I'm gonna afterwards. I don't want to
Alright.
interrupt Spice, but I think I know. I'll DM you.
Okay.
Right, there you go. As you cast this spell, placing your hand upon the stone, which is now glowing to your touch. Indeed, there's an essence of a spell that has been reawakened here, thanks to the influx of magical potency that you've just pushed into it. Looks like it's remained dormant for quite some time, and it has likely just. This is likely a function of this emerald to function once more once someone with enough potent magic, either primordial magic or in this case arcane magic, has placed enough of their essence into it to keep it hidden. And now you see that spell. I've just DM'd you.
Okay then. Apparently, looking back at it, I don't know how to word this exactly. Yes, finding the shortest route, finding a path, if you will. I think that's what the spell is.
Do it.
Come again?
Oh. That was sorry, that was out of character.
Okay.
Okay, in character, you should say. Right, so it just helps you find the path where you're supposed to go.
No, this is a very high spell. Find the shortest, most direct route to a fixed location. It's on the same plane. One that you
Oh,
are familiar with on the same plane.
Indeed. And
You've seen Angus cast a spell.
Oh, let's find the path.
yeah, indeed. You start catching on, reader. You know what the spell is, and as she begins explaining this to you, she begins wizard-splaining this to you. Immediately, just all the cogs just click. This is a find a path spell imbued into this gemstone, kept hidden from outsiders.
I see.
So how exactly does it work? Turns to Rita.
Well, you see, it allows you to find the shortest, most direct path to a specific location that whoever placed this is more is familiar with. That is also in this plane of existence. But I'm not really. I wonder how we can take advantage of it, because we weren't the one that cast it. But it should show you some. It should show us the direct path somewhere, which is most likely the grow that we've been looking for.
I mean, if it works like any other magic item, then I guess just give it a go, interact with it, or
Well, might as well. She's going to climb up the pillar, and with one of her hands, place it palm over the stone, and in Druidic incite Briar's Grove.
As you place your hand upon the stone, what is your passive perception? Again,
Let's see.
I keep forgetting.
Pretty
this.
good, I think. My passive perception is 18.
All right. Briar's Grove. It's as you say the word grove that you feel this jolt of ancient primal magic kind of surging up your hand into your eyes. And as you blink, you start to sense it. Your eyes begin to shift to the natural spectrums of magic around you. And you would see what Dejah would have felt, this very sort of ambient nature magic surrounding this ring of stones. And it begins to sort of coalesce into this very, very faint trail that seems to emanate from this northwestern stone off into the forest in what you presume to be a northwestern direction. This sort of verdant greenish trail that snakes and sinews its way through the undergrowth. It's as if you're looking upon the roots of some great tree.
Can anyone else see this? She
Anyone else
points
see
to
it?
a spot there.
Can we?
No. No one else can see this except Etheria.
Nope. You're saying things.
I'm seeing the path. Alright, it's this way. Come on.
Oh,
And she hops down and she begins following it.
Alright.
Off we go then.
Nope, looking.
You begin to... You have to put away your whittling tools because the magic folk have done their shit, and they begin to head off into the undergrowth of the jungle. And as you continue, it begins to sort of snake its way through underneath fallen trees, underneath these tall. Suffocating bits of undergrowth, these large leaves every so often. And here we go. At first, it seems very, very vibrant, untamed, as you would expect. The towering trees kind of form these dense, lush canopies above, completely blocking out sunlight. See, this is effectively dim light here from what you can see. These the occasional beam of sunlight filtering through in these brilliant sort of flickering lights that dapple the forest floor. Leaves kind of glisten with the rainfall. Small creatures scurry through the undergrowth, scattering as you make your way through Etheria, rustling with the thick ferns and bushes. It's about 30 minutes that go by as you continue to follow the path. Something you especially notice this, Etheria. You're up ahead. Something feels different. It's subtle at first, almost imperceptible, but there's a slight imperceptible change in the atmosphere. The air grows heavier, the vibrant chorus of the jungle life seems to dim ever so slightly. Just something feels a bit off thanks to your passive perception.
Okie-doke.
And you...
Another
Nope.
a little tidbit of this spell is that it might be the shortest route, but it's not necessarily going to be the safest. So everybody keep
The
an eye on it.
easiest.
Okay.
It's the quickest, not the safest or easiest. So keep an eye.
Alright, the quickest way there is over this lava pool full of sharks and spiders.
Exactly.
Well, it's still a path.
Mhm.
Like, it might not be the safest, but it's still a path. Not
It
just
is.
like you have to
Find
go
a
straight
path.
across this chasm.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be that. It's just it can be dangerous.
Right.
Fake danger.
Yeah, fastest pass, not the best pass.
We'll move forward with weapon and shield ready.
Gotcha. You're all on foot doing this, yeah. Just kind of leaving a caravan behind onto this trail. Yay, nay?
Sorry, I was thinking because I don't have anything in front of me to relate things and make my so good. So I'm a little sluggish today. I apologize.
Nice.
So just to clarify for me in my head, we've arrived at an area that is suspicious.
You've been traveling. Well, first of all, are you traveling on foot?
I mean,
I mean, we've been generally traveling with the wagon.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so you kind of gather up your supplies and reverse time a bit. You're on the trail with the wagon for the next 30 minutes or so. It's a then things start to feel a bit off. I think Sao Yun and that's a fair point. What's Reader's passive perception? 18. There we go. So 18, 9, yeah. Etheria, Reader, and Sao Yun kind of just something feels off. It's like a shivering pass, that creeping sensation.
Yeah, and then everyone got sort of in wary mode, and we've set out to find out what's going on. Okay. Then we'll probably hop down. God damn it, Bing Bongs. Shut up.
Alright.
Let me know if there's a map at any point that isn't just overworld.
Yeah, this is a theatre of the mind right now with a backdrop image.
No, I'm just saying, when things change, let me know, and if somebody could stream for me, that'd be great.
Already on it.
I'll take a look once things happen. Don't want to drain my battery. So Liska is Liska in lead, or is Etheria?
I think Etheria would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She's the one
I can see.
seeing the path.
She's skittering, gremlin skittering.
She's kind of moving quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Understandable.
We only have so long for this to work.
Yep.
Okay. You continue on then. It's about an hour in from that last ring of stones. That path that you're following, Etheria, seems to terminate in another clearing. This is another ring of stones. A second ring of stones, both equally as ancient and sort of covered in undergrowth as the last one.
Oh, so we're just going point to point.
That might be the case.
Suppose let's look for another emerald in a stone.
Sure. One of you go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'll do it.
Somebody with a brain, so not me.
Let me also.
Easy to pilot.
I am very easy.
I'm aware
I'm
my
very
eyes and minute seeing to do this.
Yep. This would be a visual investigation check.
Yep. That's the reason why I'm stating it beforehand. What the? Oh my goodness.
28. Wait, hang on.
I don't know why.
Right, I see it. It rolled twice for some reason. So we'll just take the first one with a 19. With a 19, you begin to weave your way between each of the stones, attempting to brush away, because you know what you're looking for now. You paid particular attention to the tops of the tops of the stones, kind of getting Liska to hold you up again and tear away at some of the overgrowth here. And indeed, you do see more of these engravings of Takanda, and you scrape away the foliage of the northwestern one. Nothing there. But it's as you scrape away the foliage of the northernmost standing stone, there you see another emerald, just as caked over in dirt, just as dull in colour as the previous one.
Alright then. Time to presentation and clean it off. And then
Alright.
suffuse it with magic.
Gotcha.
Charge this son bitch up.
Go ahead and roll me another spellcasting check.
Alright. Oh, I'm good at this.
With a 25, you the light of the emerald glows once more. The magic reactivated, unhidden from your view.
Alright. It is activated. You two, she looks down to Aethera and Rita.
Oh, I will. Seeing the magic's going, I will rinse and repeat. Go up there again.
Alright.
Do the same.
You hold your hand up to the emerald. You feel that warmth of that primal magic surging through your arm, back up to your eyes. Once more, your vision readjusts. You can see all the resonant nature magic around you. This time, it seems to filter towards a northernmost trail that weaves and snakes its way through the jungle. And it seems to weave up what looks like an enormous hill, an incline. It seems to the jungle seems to be turning in upwards direction from here on out.
Alright.
Alright, this is going to be a bit more difficult for your caravan to negotiate. The trails and paths here are getting a lot more narrow, a lot harder to squeeze the wagon through between the trees. Occasionally you'll get caught, one of the spoked wheels will get caught on a large overgrowth of a root. You gather...
We'll go until it seems like it's going to be unfeasible for it to continue, and then maybe we can find somewhere to stow it.
Okay. About 30 minutes in, you begin to... It seems as though Bastion's starting to struggle with the incline, which is growing steeper and steeper. Occasionally, you have to sort of crest the occasional like a cliff edge about a couple of feet.
All right, let's find us a landmark we can leave this thing at then.
All right. Go ahead and make me a survival check just to find the appropriate landmark that you can find once more.
Okay. Me or?
There you go. This guy.
Hey,
21.
Perfect.
You find one particularly large overgrowth of a tree that seems to... the branches and leaves seem to hang around in this large sort of willow-like formation, creating this canopy, this curtain-like cloak of draping leaves. Probably just about large enough for Bastion, the wagon, and your new compatriot Clubby to rest in for the meantime.
Nice.
Yeah, and the important thing is it being a noteworthy landmark we can navigate back to.
Once you have Grunker, you wouldn't need to even make a check for that. So.
Well, if anybody needs anything out of the wagon, get it now, because we're leaving it here.
Okay, let me do this here on my sheet.
I will
So
take a look
we're,
at some point when I'm home.
So we are overall, we're essentially climbing up a mountain, right?
The something like a mountain steps.
Okay. Does it look like, is this kind of one of those things where we're talking Lord of the Rings, Sam and Frodo are climbing up those quote-unquote steps that look more like a ladder kind of steps?
No,
or is this
this is like a gradual gradual hillock, I will say.
Yeah, it's just too steep for a wagon to go on.
Yeah.
But we're fine.
But you gather the further you go, the steeper it's probably going to be.
Yeah, I'm just contemplating whether or not Liska should attune to her boots of flying.
Gotcha.
Well, that's a you choice.
Yeah. I don't think she would worry about falling off a mountain. Because
Being a mountain folk.
yeah, technically she has advantage on all like, all this shit. And she doesn't have difficult
Yeah, she
terrain
should
when
be
on a
pretty
mountain.
Good.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Sorry,
All right.
Continue.
Anything they want to do here before continuing on?
I think that's it, really.
All right.
People can grab what they need to, and then we'll keep going up.
You leave your wagon, Bastion, Clubby behind. You start hearing the sort of contented munching of Clubby, who's kind of eating some of the curtains of the willow tree as you make your way off.
You could say eating the curtains of the cart. I was just like, damn, all right.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's like, Clubby gives no fucks.
No. Everything's on the menu. You begin to climb these series of sort of elevated, tiered, like natural slopes. Maybe the occasional larger kind of bump where it kind of elevates about a foot, 2 feet. These large sort of naturally occurring cliffside steps that continue in this long gradual slope that inclines further and further up, more and more tangled undergrowths, more and more tangled tree roots that snake their way through and under and above and over the ground itself. I'd like one of you to make a perception check real quick.
Gee, I wonder who will do it.
Is this like even though we're on an incline, is it still kind of like dim lights? Like the forest is.
It is dim light, yes.
Okay. Then Liska would have disadvantage on it. So,
It's yes, how to do it. That's what we always do.
yeah.
All right. So 24. One thing that you do notice, a brush along the path, or at least some semblance of the path that you're trying to forge here, appears sickly. Its leaves are sort of shriveled and covered in this unnatural black and crimson thorns. Another thing you notice, because you're noticing more and more things as you roll higher here. One of the trees nearby has bark that looks almost scarred, like dark veins creeping up its trunk in this strange, unnerving pattern, unlike the surrounding trees. There's also, some ways off, a cluster of flowers which should be vivid red are kind of faded into sickly purples, petals sort of twisted and curling, like almost like needle-like holly.
That doesn't sound quite right. As I'm observing this, I am making sure to point this out to Etheria, since she is the ranger and has experience with, well, this person before.
With what exactly, just to be sure?
Pointing out the details of the trees that I can see, along with, you know, the oddities of the withering.
That sounds fun. Alright, I'm gonna pay careful attention to the withering trees and likely corruption. I hate to say it, but more prevalent that becomes, the more likely we're on the right path.
You
Seems to be
All
the
right.
case.
I continue to follow the
All right.
trail.
There's you've continued to follow that trail. There's as Sayun also points this out to you. There is something you can't quite put your finger on, like a there's that creeping sensation again. It's like you're being followed, but when you turn, there's nothing there. Just the occasional kind of flicker of blackness, just kind of weaving behind a tree or something, or just this faintest bit of movement out in the haze of the mists. It's too quick to catch before it kind of vanishes entirely.
Sao will quietly turn to Etheria and, in demonic, ask her, "Do you think we're being followed?"
And she's just gonna turn back and respond and great talk. Oh, for sure.
I thought so. I keep spying something in the distance.
Because it's there.
You never know. I would
All right.
like to make a active perception check to be on the lookout for anything that sort of, in air quotes, pops up in my peripheral vision.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make me a perception check. 23. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. You proceed further into the jungle. It's about another hour that goes by from that second ring of stones that you found. Following, with Etheria following that trail, a third set of standing stones comes into view. Beyond this third clearing in the jungle, the environment around you kind of it's like it's been, the further you've been travelling, it sort of twists and distorts in these subtle ways that go unnoticed for the most part. But as you've been keeping watch, Sayun, the more and more signs of alteration, they're no longer isolated. They're now manifesting with increasing regularity. The once lush and vibrant jungle is there's this faint discoloration to it. More and more of these creeping vines you can see coiling their way up trees. More brambles, more thorns than you previously noticed. And its particular presence around those standing stones as well.
This reeks of corruption.
Right, third verse, same as the second. I'm looking at the stones.
Might need to be more careful.
Well, I'll hope you keep a lookout while they do their thing.
Alright, do
So I was gonna sort of circle the standing stones and take note of them, but also the area around the party, keeping watch.
Mm-hmm.
Which of them will help?
I'm going to be
That's
with the
she's
same
good.
thing.
I'll do counterclockwise.
Okay.
Sorry, just continue.
I'm gonna look for the same thing I did before.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make me that spellcasting check. Oh, the investigation check first.
Investigation, yep. Still using my glasses. Once.
With a 27. Indeed, you scan around, kind of brushing away some of these more thorny and more kind of poison ivy-esque flowers and vines, taking care not to prick yourself on them. It takes you a lot more time to carefully do this, trying to be wary, for your own profession, as someone who deals in the sort of strange magic and strange curses, strange extraplanar realms. You know very well to keep your hands wary and keep safe around what you now know to be some sort of otherworldly corruption here.
Yep.
And you see embedded within the top of the northernmost standing stone is another emerald, but this one is slightly cracked.
Okay. It's cracked. What I can do about that?
What would you like to do?
Before I do anything, I'm gonna see how deep the damage is first.
Alright. As you kind of I guess this would come with your investigation check here. With the 27,
Yep.
you peer closely into the jewel, heavily embedded into the stone. There is this fine sort of hairline seam that winds its way down the very centre. It looks like it could be mended.
Okay. Gonna look down to the rest of the spellcasters so far. Does any of you know mending by chance?
I do. And
You're gonna. It's a hairline fracture in the middle of this jewel. I dare not use magic on it until it's fixed sufficiently.
And you think me casting magic on it won't trigger anything either?
Well, not if. And he's holding up a dagger. If you use this to help with the mending, this laystone dagger. Since we're dealing with corruption, this might help with mending and stave off whatever is would cause this fracture. I'm lending this to you. Please would like this back.
Well, worth a shot. And Sao will break from her watching to cast mending on it in hopes
Alright.
of fixing it.
You place your finger upon the cracked emerald, and it begins to reseal itself. You do also notice that the gemstone in its hole now that Dajar's kind of prestidigitated all of the grime and misty colouring off of it, looks a bit duller than the other ones.
Alright. That's good.
So the emerald has been mended. What would you like to do?
Now, as she was cleaning it, it's like something akin to like something being dark within it, rather than just dirt and grime after she cleaned it, right?
I will say, just make me an Arcana check.
All right.
28. From what you gather, there is some manner of, indeed, corruption that has taken hold in this emerald. It looks like it could be alleviated, but what I will say is there's going to be a higher DC for this one.
I'm going to try using spell magic on it first.
Okay.
Through the Laystone Dagger.
Right. I'll say, what level are you casting this at? This dispel magic as?
I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna try a 5th.
5th level dispel magic. All right.
Yep.
You begin to. You take the Laystone Siphoner and place the tip, ting, against the surface of the emerald, and you cast dispel magic through the Laystone Siphoner. This awful kind of sucking sound. This anguished, awful dirge that seems to wisp away from the emerald. And the emerald is no longer dull and lifeless. It is now this sort of vibrant emerald green.
Alright then, time to suffuse it with my magic.
Alright. Need to check off that 5th level spell slot.
I did.
Okay, gotcha. So this is now just a normal DC.
God damn it.
It's a +4. What was the +9 before? Was that just a mistake?
That was a mistake.
Gotcha.
It was supposed to have been +4. It even corrected me.
Alright, so as you try to suffuse your magic into this emerald, that lingering darkness that was there, most of it has been dispelled entirely, enough for you to be able to do this. There is just that lingering darkness in there that seems to resist the imbuing of your magic.
Okay then. Instead of just using my fingers, I'm gonna use the Laystone Siphoner to suffuse the magic through it instead.
Right. Does it say that it gives advantage on spellcasting checks?
Let me reread this again.
Yeah, double check that.
Has it been a day since the last time you used the Great Die?
It been a day?
No.
Yeah.
You used it on the that check for sort of trying to detect magic through the first the first cairn, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have. No.
Anyone have advantage they can give her?
I can give a +4, but I ain't gonna change shit for this.
I can give her
That's
a
why I
good-
said. Yeah, that's why I said.
if it's a sculpture.
That's why I said inspiration advantage. It's all right. The legend of the dagger that fucks Dishart over continues.
I love it. And
It,
using That dagger is what got your arm all fucked up and into the lady in the first place.
The George gonna turn it over and see it has an engraving called Snakebane.
Like, oh shit! How come I never saw that?
I always held this snake in the knife in this particular way,
Yeah.
so I didn't see it.
So
I don't see anything that helps with the spell casting checks. Damn it.
unfortunately, you're unable. Dejar seems unable to activate this emerald.
Maybe should have the druid activating the artifact.
Okay. The first two were easy. This one was suffused with corruption, so I guess makes sense.
Oh, perfect.
Get
I cleared it. I cleared the corruption, so maybe she would have a better time doing it. Hey, Rita, you try it instead of me.
Why not have Etheria and Rita do it? They're both kind of. She wags her fingers.
Magic with
Nature.
All right. Well, kind of skitters on all four and climbs up the thing.
is
Gives a
is
little
Gab
wipe
here?
off.
The bubble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I am in fact here.
Are you falling asleep, buddy?
Kinda. My bed is looking very attractive right now.
Understandable.
Right. Are you helping Etheria, or is Etheria helping you?
I'm probably gonna help her. She seems more competent in this.
Okay.
All right then. Okay. So Etheria, go ahead and make me that spellcasting check with advantage.
I will as soon as I can do. There I am.
Ah. Okay. Guidance.
Let's see. Spell check. Is there anything that?
I didn't hear that. You cut out a bit.
Is
at the
there
end
anything that? Sorry. Anything to roll on that, or do I just click the modifier?
You just click the modifier. It is a D20 D20 check plus your spellcasting mod, which is Wisdom.
So
Not good.
roll a wisdom check.
Yeah, pretty much. You do have an advantage. All right. 14.
I rolled an 8.
14.
Can you flash that or?
I can flash that.
All right.
Make it an 8.
Okay. With an 18, you just scrape by. You just scrape by with an 18. You place your sort of delicate clawed fingers up against the stone, channel your primordial magic into it, though your nature-based magic, and it lights up with this vibrant emerald green light. Reawakened from centuries of slumber. And third... Oh,
Oh yeah. It's just all right. That was difficult.
okay. Once more, you allow that the magic in the emerald to suffuse your mind, your gaze, attuning your senses back onto the path. This one, much like the second one, facing in the northward direction, up the steeper hills of the incline, up the side of the mountain. And you begin following Etheria. It becomes very evident now that this once lush and vibrant jungle is very slowly, over time, being warped and distorted into some strange mirror of itself. Entire groves of trees appear to have succumbed to this strange influence, their bark sort of darkened to a slick, almost viscous black, as if something unnatural is seeping from its bark. Crimson vines coil tightly around many of these trees, growing thicker as they ascend, kind of weaving through branches and into the canopy. Some of these vines seem to almost pulse faintly, as though carrying this eerie, rhythmic heartbeat. Leaves that once shone bright green now hang limp, shriveled, colours having faded into dull browns, bruised reds. You also notice, you're the first to notice this, Etheria, as you're closest to the underbrush. Portions of the plant life in this undergrowth have also undergone this transformation. Fungi of unnaturally vibrant, almost luminescent colours have begun to proliferate. Their caps marked with these almost bizarre patterns resembling eyes or veins, disturbingly organic. And they sort of push through the moss, releasing these very faint spores that drift lazily through the air, growing softly in the waning light.
Does this seem familiar to Dishar?
In what way?
Since that vision he got from rescuing Clubby.
Ah, right. This seems remarkably familiar.
Yep. Any lesser, I would definitely would leave this place, but I'm not.
That strange mist kind of slithers among the trees. This very disconcerting purple haze that kind of swirls and coils around the tree trunks, clinging to the forest floor like this ethereal fog. It's as you walk, as you hike your way up the side of this the mountain steps here. It seems to almost part reluctantly around your feet and hooves, and your tail, Dishar, curling back on itself. And with that earlier perception check, Saoyun, that sensation of being watched has grown a lot stronger here. And very faintly, somewhere in the distance, you hear what sounds like this piercing, otherworldly shriek that kind of echoes through the darkened trees. That is a sound that does not belong here. Something primordial, something that violates natural order.
Yeah, I'm definitely letting everybody know that we are indeed being watched.
Sorry.
And not by something nice. So everybody be alert.
I think I was muted when I said it, but during any sort of travel time, Vellum is going to be aware of potential threats, like looking around.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make me a perception check. Oh, I suppose this
Adrian.
is where... Yeah. Black Spice, please make a perception check for Vellum.
My loyal warlock. Bring
Okay.
unto me a dice roll.
If I could, I'm gonna have to drag him out. Holy shit.
Yep, there you go.
Open the sheet. You can do it.
Hang on to me.
It doubled.
There's two of them.
This is what we get to deal with when
Twice as dumb.
one player can't get to their computer in time.
With a 10, okay.
That's okay.
Apropos.
Do better, Warlock.
Look here, patron. You're not giving me enough juice.
It's like not even a level 1 warlock. Such an uppity patron.
Yeah, yeah.
Get off my back.
I'm being distracted by something, I guess.
Yeah, it's particularly well, the air here carries that very distinct chill. Each breath a reminder that something here is very deeply wrong.
Yeah, it's like there's so much wrong that I don't know what specifically to focus on.
Etheria, Sayan, and Rita. There, you notice these faint whispers that drift at the very edge of your hearing, indistinct, just loud enough to occasionally kind of catch your attention, but too elusive to fully comprehend.
I'm not sure if I could actually do a perception check to listen in because most of my stuff is focused on vision.
What better way than to know than to try?
Yep. I mean, we're in a fucked up place as it is.
Which, by the way, most of my perception checks relying on vision should be a little bit higher because of advantage from the goggles.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just a raw roll.
With a 28.
Yeah, a raw roll. Okay.
Expertise.
It's strange. It's not in a actually. What languages do you speak?
Demonic orchestrator.
Okay. It's this strange garbling of phrases and sounds that you can't quite gather. It's like you'll occasionally hear like, and then it's just gone. It's in a language you don't understand. But
I would like to use this check as a way of aiding Etheria
Very
in her listening. As a way of like letting her know I can hear something and she should listen in as well.
yeah, you would also hear these whispers, Etheria, given your high passive perception.
very to understand the language.
And it would also require a perception check to fully comprehend them.
am
You said
aiding.
now that you've made it aware, and it's not sounds, but you're saying there's actually something.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna do what I always do.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make that perception check with advantage.
Retreat.
And
Myself.
guidance.
It didn't do advantage.
Yeah,
or
roll again.
My guidance.
So with everyone with a natural 20, for a total of 21.
29.
29, Christ. You comprehend these whispers very clearly. It's brief, but you hear words and phrases in Sylvan. Leave. Turn back. Leave.
She kind of twitched her ears for a moment, going in one direction, the other, trying to find exactly where it's coming from, but seeing that it's fleeting all about me. And Let's see. She's just going to whisper back.
So sassy.
And all of us pass without it.
All right.
Ooh, nice.
Now you can't track us.
Okay.
Hey.
The
Also for reference, Sable is currently away.
oh, gotcha. We'll have him fade into the background for now. But anyway, you notice the once vibrant life here in the jungle is giving way to decay, piece by piece. Trees with dark, warped limbs stretch skyward like these grotesque skeletal hands, while thorny vines kind of choke them into submission. The ground beneath your feet feels almost brittle. The flora reduced to dry, crumbled husks. And the deeper you move, the less this place resembles a natural jungle, and the more it seems to twist into this malignant caricature. And okay. And it's as you delve deeper into this corrupted jungle, the Etheria, Sayun, and Rita, my usual suspects for all these passive perception rolls. These crimson vines are not merely sort of draped around these trees; they are very clearly almost parasitic. Their sharp thorns kind of embedded into the bark, as though feeding on hosts. Dark, thick sap oozes from the wounds, kind of pulling at the bases of the trees. And the air grows denser, this stifling sense of dread. Then you see a figure, kind of stumbling between the trees. Humanoid, yet almost grotesquely distorted. Kind of shambling through the undergrowth in an awkward, stilted gait. This silhouette, it occasionally kind of turns, scanning its surroundings as if searching for something. But the abnormality of movement is profoundly unsettling.
Alright.
It's in the very distance of the fog.
Sarah's gonna take out her shield and her hand cannon and visibly be alert that something might approach them. So, shield slightly raised, gun slightly behind in a held position, and just look around carefully.
Alright, so that's what Sayun's doing. What are the rest of you doing? Etheria and Rita, you would have also both seen this.
Sure.
What was that? You kind of
Just, time to skitter. She's gonna quietly whisper over you. Have the others stay low. And she's going to get her up a thing is barely vision because blocked by fog.
You see the silhouette of this thing off in the distance, just barely obscured by the fog. Yes, I'll say this is lightly obscured.
Very good.
Yeah, you're cutting out a bit for me as well.
I don't know why that's happening.
You can kind of. It doesn't sound like it's a sound gate. It sounds more robotic. like
Yeah.
your connection itself.
It's entirely possible.
It's
I'm
like
seeing
you're,
my things jumping.
yeah, it's like
I'm having
you're
core ping to the server. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
that'll
don't
be
know
fine.
what to do.
out of your control.
Unless you want... I reset my internet.
Okay. Okay. So you're sort of skittering up into one of the trees, yeah? Oh, I think he's just reset his internet.
Yes. No, I'm... See, am I pausing and resetting, or are we just dealing with it?
I think we can deal with it. You might have to be. You might have to speak a bit more
I
clearly.
am being loud and direct. I can't speak more clearly if
Let's
the
say it's
internet's
yeah, it's a ping issue.
Yeah.
It's not him.
All right then. Okay.
Fuck it. Pause.
All right. Yeah. Let's go ahead and pause the recording right here.
Blew this out
All
the
right. I'm
fucking wire.
gonna unpause recording there now that everyone's rolled their stealth check. Etheria is just no longer there. You just lose track of Etheria completely as she disappears up into the canopy. As everyone kind of finds their own small hiding spots, the shadows of Etheria's Pass Without a Trace spell clinging to you. You will find spots in the undergrowth after being gestured by Etheria to hide. Etheria, as you're looking upon this faint silhouette in the distant fog, what does Etheria do next?
It was this unnatural, uncanny kind of thing, right?
Yes, it was a figure. It was a humanoid figure, sort of grossly distorted, kind of shambling through the undergrowth with this awkward, stilted gait, and it kind of occasionally it turns, kind of scanning the surroundings as if searching for something. And the abnormal move of its gait is very. It is profoundly unsettling. In fact, let me go ahead and.
Surprise, motherfucker.
In fact, let me go ahead and do one of these. Okay.
The ambushees become the ambushers.
All right. You watch as it kind of shambles around. Doesn't seem to notice anything in particular.
The impasse. Do I kill it, or at least wound it, so I can track its blood, or see where it retreats to, or stay quiet and try and follow it, but there's no guarantee it takes us back to its den.
Yeah, because I mean, it could just be a poor unfortunate soul corrupted by what's going on and just wandering lost.
Or it could be a guard, and it's just going to go into a circle.
Which makes me think that, especially considering it was bring at us to leave. Disappeared. Oh, fuck!
What?
That doesn't sound good.
Oh shit.
So,
What happened?
oh no, that the guard, like, it was being, leave, get out of here, leave. He said, I'm like, no, and we all just.
Disappeared.
It's the one going, oh fuck.
Ah, okay.
Well,
I'm thinking
I find my own way.
we can hide again. We've got this for a while. Even if we're combat, we can hide again. If we need to. I'm thinking and injure this thing a little bit. Because it
I was
gives us, because
thinking-
otherwise it's going to be hard to track. It's bleeding.
Yeah, you don't even know. You don't even know what this thing is. You just see the silhouette of something weird, sort of it's a weird humanoid silhouette.
Maybe it doesn't even have blood.
I'm thinking maybe we could throw something to draw its attention a little closer so we can get a better look.
I mean, can we not just move closer to it?
We
Be
could.
more
We could.
proactive.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we don't
literally
break ourselves if we move. We just move at half speed.
Yeah.
All right.
No, okay.
Do you want to move
So,
closer?
Oh,
The blue tree
yeah,
is
I'll
moving.
brush it.
Okay, you begin to
Yeah,
kind of stalk through the underbrush, keeping as quiet as you can. The magic of the spell kind of muffling your movements as you slowly stalk your way through this strange sort of brambled underbrush. Who's heading this? Who would be at the forefront?
Me.
Okay, go
It'll be
ahead.
Etheria, I think.
And you're trying to actively look at this thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and because it is considered lightly obscured, so go ahead and make me a perception check with disadvantage.
Quick note, I'm gonna drop out the call, but I'll be back in like 10, 20 minutes tops.
All right.
Got it.
Alrighty, back in a bit.
Okay, so he'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to take a advantage? That's correct.
Yes, perception check with disadvantage. Okay, 16. You just barely squeeze by. You kind of peer through the mist as you track the figure, attempting to discern more details. Its form is ostensibly humanoid, 2 arms, 2 legs, a head. But the longer you observe, the more apparent the just wrongness becomes. The limbs don't move like those of a creature of flesh and bone. They sort of twist and writhe as though animated by thorny vines. Its attire appears vague, kind of tattered and rags, or perhaps the draping clusters of hanging moss, kind of clinging to its warped frame. And then it turns as it tries to search around for something. And when it does so, you notice its head sort of splits open, revealing these barbed, chittering mandibles. No, not mandibles. Petals. Thorny, sharp. Its torso resembles this writhing mass of vines and thorns, this grotesque parody of a human form, animated in some sort of mockery of life. The figure kind of moves with this
creature.
deliberate, unsettling slowness, kind of pausing occasionally to kind of scan the surroundings before shuffling onward. And you hear that sort of that faint, unnerving chittering noise.
I don't like that. I really don't like that. Let's continue to move past that.
In fact, I can go ahead and show you what it looks like in your DMs. Where is it? Creature images. There we go.
Great. Let's show me the nightmare fuel.
Yes.
All right, let's see it.
Can't get worse
Oh
than
yeah,
this.
and that alone. Oh, I don't like those. I like killing those things. Instinct is that's avoid it, but my character thing is fucking Doom Guy purge. Oh, to attempt to purge, Janner.
What would you like to do?
Add it to the list of things that shouldn't exist.
Oh, it already shouldn't exist. I'm gonna do my best to add a list of things that don't exist anymore. So this thing is lightly weird right now.
It is lightly obscured, but with your 16, you're able to make out those details.
Perfect. But that won't affect my ability to shoot it.
I can double check.
That would
I'll
be
lightly
my ability
obscured
to wreck its face.
Lightly doesn't. It's just disadvantage
Gotcha.
of perceptions.
Gotcha. It
That would
not
be if it had some form of cover.
Yeah. It is currently
So-
out in the open, currently wandering and seemingly searching.
It fucking ambushed. Can I have something to roll towards?
Alright.
Guess we're engaging in combat.
Okay.
Also,
Right.
Because here's the concern. We push past this thing. Our stealth eventually wears off. Now there's things behind us, and when it's in front of us, we get pinchered.
You know what? I'll let you all see what she's currently targeting.
Yeah.
oh, by the way, Atlas, those eagle eye potions will be useful if you want to see something from afar.
Oh, very. I don't know if that will help with the obscuring of. Is the only problem.
I mean, you get advantage when you drink it. Perception checks.
Would offset the disadvantage. All right. Well, this guy's gonna get absolutely.
Oh yeah, no, this thing needs to fucking go.
Where is my thing?
If I had my fucking bow, I would kill this thing. Ooh.
All right.
Alright. Oh, hold on. That's the first shot. As you unleash your first shot from the treetops, it soars through the air, sinks thunk into the side of the creature, into the side of what could only be described as some sort of neck. It turns around.
I hit cancel. All right.
It turns around surprised, and it's at that moment as you unleash your next shot. It looks like its jaws are just about to sort of, or its petals are just about to sort of split wide and unleash this howling, chittering screech as your second shot, your second arrow, thunks into the opening. The creature crumples over, plants its various petals and thorns kind of withering away.
Oh shit. Is that 20?
Real. Beefy.
Fucking damn.
There is this stillness in the air. Then you hear some sort of this sort of groaning of wood, and then an immense form unfurls from the shadows of a tree nearby. What initially seems to be an enormous knotted segment of the tree's twisted trunk sort of uncoils, descending from some 20 feet to the forest floor in this eerie silence. The rest of you see this, as this is too large not to miss. This hunched, sinewy figure kind of drops down, its skin textured like bark. This monstrous amalgamation of wood and corruption, as it possesses these 2 arms, 2 legs, but its warped anatomy defies any semblance of true humanoid base, if you will. This faint crimson light kind of glows beneath the deep crevices of its bark-like skin, casting these dark, sort of dim, unsettling illumination in its presence, which is what the rest of you see, as it almost sort of gives away its presence, seemingly curious as to what's just gone on here. Its unnaturally long limbs end in these gnarled, claw-like fingers, and it moves with this sort of digitigrade gait, perpetually hunched on as it sort of prowls on all fours in this like a terrifying quadrupedal stalker-like form. And despite its crouched posture, it stands nearly about 12 feet tall, and if fully upright, it could easily reach about 20 feet. Its back sort of bristles with thick finger-like branches resembling these sort of dead stumps or grotesque spines. Curved and sort of bony-like ivory protrusions wrap around its chest, giving the impression of some sort of exposed pallid rib cage. And you notice the creature's head is disproportionately small compared to its body. Its composition is sort of ambiguous, kind of twisted pale wood or perhaps bleached ivory. It's difficult to tell, but undoubtedly the visage of its head resembled this long animal skull. Its hollow voids kind of resembling eye sockets that glow with this red light, kind of sweeping around its surroundings like a predator searching for prey. And this deep, resonant, creaking growl emanates from within, reverberating through the woods. Deja, you're immediately reminded of that scrying vision that you saw with Grunker. And this is what you will see.
Oh, this motherfucker. Oh, hell no.
Wood.
Yeah, I think this thing needs to be burnt with fire. Cleanse it.
Tanner, I'm legally obligated to know that I have an additional attack on my first turn.
Okay. You sure? Right,
Or,
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm also obligated to let you know I can hide as a action.
You can.
At which point, do you remember what I talked about before?
The action surge?
No. I'm going to attempt to shoot something in the distance around to its side. Something loud and thuddy.
Okay. You're gonna shoot an arrow. Just shoot an arrow off into the distance to, I assume, try to distract
Nearby
it.
to its side. Distract it. Somewhere over what would be in that.
Okay, you unleash another attack, but this time you aim elsewhere, somewhere else in the woods. And it soars through the jungle, off into a distant rock somewhere with a clack. You want to hide? Because that's
I'm gonna hide.
That's immediately just
I'm
revealed your position. But if you
technically because hacked the other guy, but look over there because I'm hiding behind this tree. Skitter and move a little bit, and then just fuck.
All right. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. All right. I'll have.
Damn! I only rolled a 14.
I'll have this thing roll a perception check.
I just want to say that's better than what you rolled before.
Yeah, it was. But it was still good. Ah, shit.
Sorry, buddy. You're not pretty cool, but I can't be tracked except supernatural means.
All
Also,
right.
you were short by 11.
So
I just begin to slink away.
okay. You see, because this was some distance away. You see the creature's head creak its way over towards where you saw to where it heard something off in the distance. This clack, and in this burst of speed, just darts straight through the jungle off towards that position.
That's terrifying.
You hear the thudding, or rather you feel it through the trees, from the, it's unnerving the way it sort of silently kind of traipsed its way down the tree, the trunk, and then just in the same breath, this immediate burst of speed and this thundering gait lead you to believe that this thing is very adept at stealth and hiding.
Oh, hell no.
I think he comes back. So, what was it? Anything interesting?
I think we all a big thing.
Did we, Jenny? Did we all see the big thing?
You all saw it. You were a bit further back, a bit more distant than Etheria was. A bit, yeah. She was closer to the creature when she attacked.
You got a little bit more in unknown horror to it.
I didn't understand a word of that.
Oh, great. I said you got a little more in the eldritch unknown horror to it.
Oh god.
It'll be fine.
Let me also stick that in the party chat, the image of that creature.
That is terrifying.
So Sable can come back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So
Is that-
100%. Even if we skip this now, it's gonna be following it. Like it's gonna be in the final battle.
If not,
Either we deal with it somewhere close to now, or it's gonna be summoned on us the moment we get into the grove.
oh, I don't think it's going just gonna be summoned because I have a feeling that there's just more than one.
Alright, you want to continue on? Stalking through the jungle?
Let's say you. Okay, then.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I think we
It's
have to.
fine.
Stay
Janner
still
wouldn't
is not a-
TPK. Or if he does,
Everything was-
then welcome to the Angus arc. Every roll a dwarf. And it's time for the great alien against the king.
I'm down for that. I got a dwarf back.
You want to be
up.
some freedom fighters? Anybody? Freedom fighters?
Let's do it.
Free. Time for freedom.
Alright. Alright. Yeah, you just have some backups ready. Sorry, so you continue through the jungle. As the creature bursts off into the furthest reaches of the jungle, trying to find out whatever made that sound. You quickly talk amongst yourselves and you dash off very quietly further in. You also begin to notice there are more of these shambling figures that have emerged as a result of that burst of activity, sort of fanning out across the area as if commanded by this monstrous creature.
Man, the big one controls the little ones. That's annoying.
Yeah, nah.
It's like disturbing an ant nest. That's great.
Honestly, perfect. Nice. A fire, anyone?
I'd like you all to make one more stealth check.
Oh boy.
All right, let's go. We got this.
All right,
Double,
let's go.
double nat 20.
Fucking 34. Let's go.
34. No issue.
Oh,
24.
nice.
No issue.
Hey.
I'm gonna roll for here.
Do not activate the Sunblade.
I'm not doing none of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just clicking stealth.
Just for safety reasons, I'm gonna flash Velen's so he gets above 20.
Okay.
Thanks.
Also, well, make sure that you pass first.
I'm
28.
less worried about me.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I can
I'm-
flash myself too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, make sure
I'm going
So
to.
19's better than like a nat 1.
We're all rolling stealth, right?
Yep. Roll
Yes.
stealth, please.
D.
15. Alright, who are we missing? Etheria?
I did the 38 earlier.
Oh, right.
Do I need?
Yeah, this is one more stealth check.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna flash.
Fucking
Rita.
42. Look at her. Fucking gone.
I'm gonna flash Rita as well.
I was trying to be kind. Enter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright.
So that's what I was saying, Ducky. You can't. It's a reaction to a skill check you see. You've already
Correct.
used it on Vellum.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's why. Wait until the end. But well. It happens. So I'll go ahead and make a perception check for. I'll just count this as a group perception check for the rest of these creatures.
Well, I have one flash of genius left.
They're dumb.
Oh!
-2. Nice.
All right, so you skitter, you all skitter your way through the jungle, trying to keep as quietly as possible.
Go ahead.
You eventually kind of pass by one of these creatures, unnoticed by it. One of these large sort of humanoid, shambling creatures that looks like it's made more out of any sort of plant than flesh, but it's strange. Etheria, as you're passing it, because you have the highest passive perception here, you notice within the tangles of one of its forearms, you see what looks like bones.
For what? I'm sorry.
You see within the tangle of masses of thorny vines around its arms, you see the sort of lower half of the arm. You can see what looks like bone visible beneath the plants.
That unfortunate instance, right? The dead or the living in a worst case scenario. Fall to corruption and twist. Your flesh is full.
Where was I?
I hate it. Sounds appropriate.
Again, those strange, eerie whispers kind of come to you once more. It's strange. It's very fleeting, but more and more of you start noticing it. Particularly Liska as well. Yeah, Liska, you start noticing these as well as Vellum.
Oh, shit.
So just for clarity's sake, we start noticing that there's a lot more bones and whatnot amidst all the little
It's the
plant
whispers.
zombies.
It's
okay.
those faint ethereal whispers that kind of just lightly brush against your ear and then are gone.
That's fine. This is Sylvan. I don't understand it. This could just casually like waves around your ears like there's mosquitoes something or something. Just lots of bugs here.
The shifting fog around your companions kind of sort of catches your attention. There's almost like a shadow that lingers for a moment longer than it should, a sort of echo of their form in the mist. You notice this first, Etheria. Sayun, you also notice it as well as Rita. This isn't a trick of the light. You can see it clearly, the way the fog moves, almost reluctant to let them pass, kind of leaving behind this sort of ghostly impression. Your eyes dart from figure to figure, each companion of yours seemingly mirrored for just a heartbeat before the mist swallows the image again, as if they're sort of leaving behind this brief afterimage. Something's very wrong here.
I don't like this.
I'd like you all to make charisma saving throws, please.
Oh, great.
Ooh, fun.
Let me do.
Is this a magical
Thumbs
effect,
first.
Jenner?
This is this would be some. Wait, is that to do with spells specifically?
Let me check it. That is
Yeah,
important.
because there's like the ambient magic of the world. Like, yeah, dragons are considered magical, but you can't exactly save from their magical breath. You know.
Well, their breath isn't considered magical. You have advantage on saving throws against spells.
Spells. Okay. So this would not be a spell effect.
Okay.
All right.
Is this
so,
involve anything of my person being charmed?
No.
Right. So here we go. Saving
That
throws.
one.
Does
Fucking
it only
great.
affect humanoids?
This does not only affect humanoids. No.
Ah, you son of a bitch. Where's Vellum got that?
Well, everyone but Vellum failed.
That's
Well, I mean, I
really
don't know
fitting.
if Vellum failed or not.
Oh dear. Okay.
Might have-
I'm here.
Something
so
doesn't
I-
have to perceive us in order to activate this, right?
No.
Fuck.
Oh dear, I see the images now.
Yeah, no,
Oh, no, those have been
you
dealt with.
you have a 19 on a charisma saving throw. Your warlock has done well.
Hooray!
You.
Good job, Warlock. You earned your boon.
Okay.
This fucking Patriot
So
is being a
who are
fucking
we
dick.
missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hang on. I just realised Vladmir's not here.
She's not
Yeah.
supposed to be
That's fine.
here.
She stayed with the cart, right?
We didn't specify.
I don't know.
You
No, I
want
know.
to
Specify, so I-
leave her at the cart?
I don't
she-
want to leave
she
it by
probably-
now.
She probably would have. Clubby would be there. No, she probably would have objected to that anyway. So
Yeah, so she wanted to join us on the mission, so
Yeah.
she would be with us. Fucking
Go ahead
good.
and have her make a stealth check here. Yeah, no issue.
While I try and get the game up unsuccessfully.
And we'll have her do a charisma saving throw.
So we have 2 3s, 2 8s, a 19,
And a
now
15.
15, and then we need Rita.
Mm-hmm. Unless
Yep,
Gab's fallen asleep.
Gababo.
lead.
Not yet.
He's holding him
Having
there.
some
calling-
late nights, Gabbo? Like what's?
Oh, you weren't here. Last night I was up for like 24 hours, so I'm a bit tired.
Oh jeez, yeah.
Got lost in VR chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm on
that'll happen.
But yeah.
Yeah, make
What do we do? Stealth check?
a charisma save.
Charisma save. Where's my charisma? There it is. Saving throw.
Okay.
And a 13.
13. Better than an 8 and a 9.
Yeah,
Okay.
hello.
There's eerie distortions in the fog that sort of close in around you. There's that icy chill that seizes your spines. Those of you who rolled below a 14,
Everybody but Bellum and Lethco.
Admia.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know.
It's all good.
there's the whispers that kind of grow louder, more insistent, kind of echoing through the chambers of your mind, trying to pry open the core of who you are. Like it's something intangible, something invasive that seeks to overwrite the very sense of self. Your vision kind of blurs. Then, in that terrifying instant, the faces of your companions kind of morph into strangers, unfamiliar, grotesque. You can feel your grip on them waver, your presence weakening. Your troubled dreams, some of you, seem to leak into your waking thoughts. Sayun, you see kind of a fleeting silhouette, nimble, darting through the canopy, blades glimmering in the air. Deja, there's that haunting glimpse of a shadowed satyr figure, its wrists bound, moving amongst the trees. And each image sort of stabs at your memories that you would rather bury. And in an instant, it all fades away, and you feel a cold chill settle within you. For the next 24 hours, those of you who rolled below a 14, you suffer disadvantage on saving throws made to avoid being frightened.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
There's that crack in your self-assurance that kind of creeps through the influence of some sort of fear holds sway. It's in the back of your mind, but it's always present, it's always there.
Alright, cool. This is fine.
This is fine.
But you push deeper into the jungle. It's been a good 30 odd minutes since that partial other trace has been activated. You've got half an hour left on it. The land becomes more unsettling, warped. By now, the jungle is barely recognizable, reduced to a grim shadow of what it once was. The vibrant hues of life have been replaced with the darkened tones of despair as the forest itself has been stripped of hope. The once proud trees are skeletal, branches twisted, bark cracked, blackened, leaking this dark, viscous sap. The crimson vines are no longer simply wrapping around the trees, they've just sort of almost merged with them, growing thicker, more grotesque. The foliage that once flourished in abundance is now this sickly, distorted mess. Leaves hanging limp in clumps, shriveled, bruised. The ferns and plants that still cling to life have lost their colour. You see that trail of nature magic that you've been following, Etheria, is this sort of strange, brambled, gnarled thing that sort of twists in these jagged roots every which way, as if it's stuttering to find itself present here. Above, the canopy is twisted and sickly, branches interwoven with these thick crimson vines. The whispers that have just been at the edge of your hearing are now constant. Faint, ceaseless chorus of voices that drift through the fog, echoing in your ears somewhere in the distance. Another faint, shrill scream of some unknown creature echoes through the stillness. A sound that's utterly foreign, full of anguished terror. Those distorted after images return, almost palpable now, as though they're tugging at your companions, Etheria, Rita, Sayun, attempting to draw them away. Fear claws at you, tightening its grip around your chest. Those whispers, transient, chilling, graze the periphery of your consciousness. Liska, Deja, Sayun, Etheria, and Rita. This sharp, fearful shiver ascends your spine. And to those of you with an 18 passive perception and above, you witness something dreadful. It's something awful, something crawling along your companion's back. A ripple of brambled shadow materializing into some sort of figure behind them, like a conjoined twin, which separates and lingers there as you walk ahead. What do you do?
For clarification, is this just the ones you named, or are they the ones we see being those who with the passive being affected?
Those with the passive perceptions notice this. The people that I named, those are the ones whose after images sort of stayed behind. These strange.
Well, unfortunately, I only have a 16, so I didn't notice.
Gotcha. These strange sort of rippling shadows just sort of lingered behind you.
So I was gonna make a point to Liska, because I'm assuming Liska is sort of more up front. She's gonna do this over the earring. Liska, did you feel something just a moment ago?
In response of the earring, yes, there's like a chill up my spine.
I think something just detached from a shadow.
Les is gonna turn around and look behind her.
You turn around, you see standing before you, materializing into some form of solidity, your own face, shadowed in this dark silhouette. Let's all roll initiative, shall we?
Oh, fuck.
Oh no, we're fighting shadow copies? Well, we're fucked. Liska's there.
I'm so
Okay.
Nope, there's no token for me on this scene.
Yeah, give me a brief
Yep,
second.
no token. Okay.
So it was who was it? It was Liska.
Dishar.
Everyone but Vellum and Vadmia.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. And you're all headed north. Oh, hang on. Let me
This is.
let me delete some effects here real quick.
Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting.
It's rough.
Oh,
It's funny
yeah.
in social situations, but rough when you've got to make them charisma saving throws. Glad I
You
had
know,
points.
it's. You have points in
So
it. I
it's,
have 0, which is
Dejar,
interesting.
Etheria was up ahead.
Honestly, I only had a +2. I'm amazed that's
Cyan.
I rolled it. I got that good. Good job, Warlock.
Fucking be glad that happened, patron.
You gave me your good luck. I appreciate it.
Fucking, I thought this roll you first and me second. Nah, I said, nah, it's fine.
It's fine. I have sunlight. I will get rid of the spooky shadows for all of you.
Good luck.
Let's get rid of Angus there.
Oh yeah, if there's a Liska shadow, it's what I think it is, and there's shadow copies of us. Boy, howdy, are we in trouble.
What the hell?
I think I
What
need to
did
refresh. Everything is black. Except for is it meant to be completely pitch dark?
It was
I
black
think-
for me
okay.
up until a moment ago when I got put on the map.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like,
Trent,
I see tree trunks and I see measurement numbers, but I don't see land or terrain or anything.
take the.
I'll take a screenshot.
Okay.
Is that
for some reason-
normal or do I need to refresh?
Yeah, I think you got it refreshed there.
Yeah.
Ah, I have lost connection to the server.
That'll be why.
That'll do it.
Thanks, Foundry. I just refreshed to log into the server.
Just
It's
have
gonna
yes.
be not great because I've had this ready, which means
Uh-oh.
I've had this ready.
I'll see what this is when I log back in. I'm sure it's a grim hiding
Oh, fuck.
Well, I don't.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Did you give yourself initiative?
Basically, it gets
I
rolled.
have. It's already on me, but it wasn't. It falls off, but it doesn't because there's no duration. But tokens.
It's
and
one of
things.
those weird things with the timing of the module. I think the effect.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't even duration, but because pulling out tokens are like I have advantage on initiative,
That's what I was asking.
Which
Like, did you
means-
put it on yourself?
which means I have advantage on initiative.
Oh, there we go. I see the world now for all it's
Like,
worth.
Honestly, I don't know if it's just the cutting out, but so you used Vigilant Blessing on Etheria, yes?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
she has had it on her.
Gotcha.
I want to comment. Right now, it's like no rolling aspects, so it makes sure it has it. I pull it, never falls off, but for the way Foundry works, certain buffs go away.
Yeah.
So I have that, and I've had that probably at the time that the thing split off of me, if it's taking my features in a copy of myself.
Oh, it definitely is. I love that Rita's the only one without the spooky glow up.
Yeah.
Fake Rita is just normal, and we can't tell them apart anymore.
I unfortunately
okay.
didn't have much time to do that.
It's fine. I understand that you probably didn't like you had ours ready. Rita's the last edition. Yeah, that's some
Yes.
spooky shit.
Oh, great.
Casters, please do something about the fake Liska. I am not going to be able to.
I'll try, but I don't know if it'll do anything.
I mean, you try, because mental stuff is all we have against that copy. I can deal with the casters, no problem.
Might I
Like-
suggest Charisma saves if you got them?
Yeah, because that's what
Um,
fucked them in the first place.
It's like Banishment if you have it.
Oh, I haven't rolled yet.
I
Oh, I have rolled.
do have that. I do
Where
have
am I?
something else as well.
It went to like 21 and then knocked me down to 12.
Oh, you son of a
Yes.
bitch.
Hey, I beat myself.
Now do it for real.
No, me and my shadow are on par. Okay, that's great.
I go
rolled
before the fake
same.
Liska.
You
Did you roll the same?
You both rolled the
Ah,
same.
we're
Which is
evenly
fucking
matched, I see.
hilarious.
No,
is
I don't like
great.
that the
Oh.
casters are going first.
I didn't get an initiative advantage, and I don't know if it's supposed to. They did my thing.
You're first.
I mean, you're
anyway.
still at the top of the initiative anyway.
Oh, great. My copy's ahead of me.
All right.
This
So
is fine.
I am tempted to re-roll that with Thread of Fate, but
Etheria, what are you doing?
initiative.
You are at top of initiative.
Am I hidden?
You are still hidden.
Am I supposed to be stealing copies? The only thing I can see is a blurry Dejar. Is that intended?
Oh, you
It's
might
up
want
here.
to. Yeah,
Yeah, if
the
you hold
roof.
Alt, you can see things that exist.
Oh, I see.
I'll be honest, fake Ethereal looks sick as shit. The fucking
Ooh,
red
this-
mane is a killer look.
Let's say Demon Liska's
Demon
like,
Liska.
just it's
Just normal
Demon
Liska.
Intimidating.
Yeah, right.
Dread
Color
Helm.
swap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
I
Dreadhelm.
was fucking intimidating as well. I'm not gonna lie.
They're all pretty spooky.
Correctly, I can't.
And I can't see to my companions.
I think it's because we can't see each other because we're stealthed. Unless their passive is high enough, but maybe it's being weird. I don't know.
Actually
I
makes
am
sense.
alone in a field of unfriendly
Because
friends.
there's nothing saying that you can. All right.
All right, time to panic.
It's just a little bit of fear.
Not yet.
Is that's fake Rita? I can see that fake Rita. Get fucking. Can I see? I can't see fake Dejar, and that scares me. I'm gonna move here.
How much tougher when you don't know the positioning of your allies as well. So we can't coordinate.
Aha, there she is. Hey, is this dark or dim like
This
that?
is all dim light.
Okay.
Uh, ah. Alright, so 28 points of piercing damage and poison damage. Very nice.
Why didn't I? Oh, I guess for some reason I'm not advantage. You can get advantage on that first one,
Can't
despite being unseen.
It says
because you have a disadvantage from something.
I have a disadvantage.
go
it's just because
roll
Let's attack all.
roll again.
Oh well, okay.
Okay, so that would that we'll take the first one there.
Well,
And that would effectively reveal your position.
what it should be. So 25. It doesn't matter. I don't think. So it would have been a 5 for 32 elven accuracy.
All right. Okay.
Well, actually, no, it would have been for 28. It doesn't damage rolls.
Yep.
But I've noticed that it's not applying my red amber extra. Oh well. Just manually roll the d6 afterwards. All right, first attack. We can have, I guess that would be. You might have to undo the 32.
Gotcha.
Let's see if this hits.
Oh wait, I just thought. Is it disadvantage because of Displacer Cloak?
Yeah, that'll be it.
yeah, I have Displacer Cloak on, so my
Doesn't matter, but good
character
for the
would-
future.
Yeah, so yeah, first hit would have drops Displacer Cloak anyway. So
Okay.
You watch as Dajar, quote unquote, throws up a shield.
But it wasn't a.
All right.
That did miss.
And you'll have to manually this because Dread Amber didn't
Okay, so
do a damage.
gotcha. -5. There we go. All right, is that your turn?
How do I? No.
Oh.
Got to. I can't when I move. Okay.
All right, you climb up about 20 feet onto this this large sort of stack of rock.
Yes.
just,
42,
just
Jesus
another
fuck.
casual
He's-
42.
You
He's
think you
just
see her, but it
disappearing
turns
from
out just to
reality.
be a shrub.
Just remember. You can do that too.
All right, so.
All right, my turn.
Okay then, Sayun.
Given the less than composed state she is in, and the fact that she can tell these are not, you know, nice versions of ourselves, they rarely ever are, she's gonna teach them about spacing.
Grenade.
Literally grenade, as she grabs a cylinder-like object from her side, flips around a few dials around it to line up special markings, and they begin to glow. Those that were there at the the goblin invasion of the dwarven fortress, she did a similar thing, just tossed it over the edge of the cliff instead. But yeah, it's fireball.
All right.
Fireball, motherfucker.
And just for style points, I'm gonna have to ping it off the tree here, so it lands somewhere here.
Gotcha.
Ping it off of Whiska's face. Fake Whisker.
I was about to say.
I feel like this communication is gonna get very interesting very quickly.
All right.
And then just to make sure, yeah, my spell DC is not fixed yet for some reason.
Oh. What is it supposed to be?
That's to work on.
It's supposed to be like higher. But yeah.
Liska makes the save.
Of course.
Fucking Liska.
So far,
I
the
mean,
only
Shield
two
Master
that's,
fucks you up. Oh no!
You watch
Yeah,
as as Saoyun's the other Saoyun's eyes seem to flare with this reddened intensity.
And then Sao is going to take a book out of Etheria's thing and immediately go for cover. Distance-wise, yeah, I'm probably just going to have to go behind here.
All right.
And I can't hide as a bonus action. That's a ranger thing, right?
Mm-hmm. It hired as an action.
action, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
I'm
a special thing, not even a ranger thing.
I'm just gonna hunker down here and
Pray.
deep breathing.
All right then.
I don't like that this bush looks like a dude on his back.
Oh well, shit.
Okay, so
Like
Etheria.
out of all the clones, only Relay isn't red. Yeah. Didn't have time.
Etheria's gonna make her way over here, and where is it? Because you're all hiding right now, aren't you?
Hiding or in obscured sight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Unfortunately, though, I do believe she has a pretty good passive.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
unfortunate
and
part.
I think I'm closest to her, so we're gonna see how this goes.
So yeah, she would be able to see. Hang on, you had a 19.
Team.
That just meets her passive.
Good, no.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm about to become a pincushion, ladies and gentlemen.
Buddy,
Better
I'm
fucking survive
sorry.
this.
No, it's fine.
Better fucking survive this.
She's gonna be somebody else's problem in a second.
So features.
You can only do the
Dread Ambusher.
precision attack once. So Drescher would go on first.
Gotcha.
Seems it didn't start at she gets 3 attacks with an attack action.
Mhm.
First round and movement speed increase 10. Also, if the attacks does an additional d6 if it lands.
I gotta pick my outfit so carefully.
Nearby
Any
foe.
target I can see is in range of other Liska.
Is someone adjacent?
No. That's an ally.
They hate themselves too.
But I mean, rolled a 4-15. Does not quite get advantage because she hasn't hidden anywhere yet.
Yeah.
So she rolled a 4 to start with. So we could take that roll. Second one. Let's see if we can move a bit further back here. Second attack. Nope.
Oh, you changed the name as well.
And third attack.
Clearly didn't inherit your skill when the split happened.
Yeah. Okay, so
When you end your turn, Jenner, as something quickly needs to be addressed.
Gotcha. And bonus action, just gonna hide. I said bonus action hide.
Begins.
It begins
Advantage.
the games.
Well, she didn't benefit from the spell cast. That's convenient.
Shut up.
Oh, I'm grateful. Well, it kind of makes because maybe she didn't come into the world under the effect. Oh, I was under the effect of that.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know
I
what I
guess
mean?
it would be a separate thing. Quick thing, Jenner. The aid spell. It may have gone off between sessions.
Right. Okay.
I didn't get to mention earlier, but like, it would still be Sao and Deja, and I was going to change it to Vellum because the first one was more of like a character
Okay.
roleplay.
So
thing.
go ahead and
So
do
aid
that.
on those 3 people.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
I can't target them,
Oh,
Jenner.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
invisible to me. That's why I need you to do it. I would if I could. I can only see Sao right now.
So
Because I'm next to you.
who is
you
it?
Idiot.
Sao Yun, you
Well, I mean, you were
and-
invisible before.
Is it?
Sao, Deja, and Vellum. I could target myself, but yeah, it's better if you do it all in
Sayun-
one cast.
Deja and Vellum?
Real Deja,
It's
not fake Deja.
aid.
May not be relevant, but the 5 HP bonus is 5 HP.
There you go.
Thank you.
Hey man,
Carry
I'm
on.
just saying you get by that threshold or two.
Okay, let's see what spells Deja had prepared.
Okay.
None of them are good.
All utility spells.
For us.
Oh.
I actually forgot to prepare my spells today. Oh no.
Check what they were prepared, Jenna, because depending on the positioning, it's gonna be either very, very good or very, very bad.
Oh, I'm sure it's terrible for us.
Okay, Deja.
You think I'm killing the wizard first?
There's a
No, I don't blame you.
there's a motion of arms. Deja, you've seen this spell cast on yourself before.
Okay. And what spell is he doing?
Oh, no, we don't get to know unless you do a check, I think.
See, here's the thing.
Nope.
Deshar
I'm
would
counting
know
on that.
Yeah, Deshar would know because Deshar knows her
Oh, yeah,
spell.
Deshar would
how
know,
they
yeah.
work.
Okay, so what's
but
the
for spell casting, that's not how it works.
distance on counterspell? What is it?
60 feet.
60 feet.
55.
Well,
Oh, there you are.
go, just
I'm
within
well within.
range.
so let me do that real quick.
It is going to reveal you, though, so... Oh, wait, you
Mhm.
go next, so you can just slither back into the undergrowth.
Actually, no. Counterspell's only somatic.
Yep. So I am not letting that happen. Fuck off me.
That is one of the bonuses of Counterspell.
You just hear from the bushes, no.
No, somatic
That's the
is,
Grunka counter spell.
somatic is hand gestures,
Alright,
right.
so
Yeah, I mixed it up.
We didn't do that. It's fourth. It's fourth.
which basically means
Nah.
you can do the boy gesture and counterspell somebody.
Oi!
I'm going to go and update that for you real quick.
Middle finger counts as well.
Yeah.
Pretty much. He's like, I know what you're doing. How about
All
you?
right.
Guys,
So go ahead and mark off that spell slot as you, just with this slicing motion through the air from the underbrush, through you slice that incantation that you're so familiar with in twain. And
You're about to be obliterated.
I'm scared, dude. I'm off. Oh wait, that's real Liska. I'm a little safe and I'm not gonna be when my turn's done, but
Real Liska's about to move forward, so.
yeah, go tie up other Liska. I'll deal with the people I can actually deal with. Oh
Which
no, they've got
has-
potions too.
they got all your shit.
Yep.
Mate.
Yeah, they have my shit. I was well prepared. I hate about
My
myself.
preparation is my
I
undoing.
want to see Shavelum with the fucking night sword.
It would have been interesting, but somebody's got to keep the mental state in this group.
I mean,
Alright.
my
Funny
mental state's
coming from
kicking
him.
you, trying to attack you, man.
Deja.
Okay, let's see. 1 second. If I can.
It's like, it's a Shadow Vellum punch. No, I'm the real one. There isn't one.
Let me check
Punches him again.
the.
turns around again. Punch.
Yep. I'm gonna move first. Move here. And I'm gonna cast whole person on fake Liska.
All right.
Ooh, let's see if they count as humanoid.
You do. Oh, that is actually a good question if the count's humanoid.
Yeah.
And
Only one way to find out.
Mm-hmm.
You weave the incantation, send it towards Ziska. No effect.
fuck. Good idea. Did not work. Unfortunate.
Oh, you gotta remember she also has the cloak thing that has advantage against spells.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know if they succeeded or if it just didn't work, do we?
We don't
All we-
know.
All we know is
Oh, the mysteries.
Hold on. Let me...
I should also
I'm
say
gonna
you are out of hiding. Let me just get rid of that.
Yep, I know, and I'm gonna slither around the tree. Oh wait, hold up.
Yep, you are. That is 20 feet up.
No, I mean around the tree, around the trunk.
Yeah, like here.
Yeah, pretty much that's what I'm trying to go to.
Yeah, that's on top of the 20-foot hill. You can see by the
Oh.
by the arrows there. The
Well-
axis is difficult to
try
represent
going
on a
here.
2D plane.
Okay,
here.
okay, now I see it. Okay, I'll go around here. I did
I
not
hope
notice
no
that.
one else noticed me.
Everyone noticed you. You're in
I
your
mean,
underwear
Fake
at
Ethereum
school.
missed every shot, so there's nothing to say that I've been revealed yet.
I mean, sure, I guess.
Did you hear her communicate anything? I didn't.
I mean,
They
I-
might have
I-
earrings.
reveals.
Fuck, no, Etheria doesn't have one.
Yeah, true. But she's also stealthy.
What you doing, Deja?
I'm trying to check one more thing here. Okay, that's about it. I'm gonna just pull out my crossbow, and
Right.
that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Still weird, Liska being stealthed.
All right.
So used to seeing the big bitch.
Okay, that's number 1.
Even scarier when you can't see her.
Jeez. Jesus Christ, such lag. Okay. Let's see.
Right, are we about to see a Liska v Liska face-off?
It will be interesting.
So,
Will she let you get in is the problem.
She has to. She used her reaction.
Ah.
Okay. I'm going to
Did she use her reaction?
Shield Master.
Did she use it on that save is the real
Right,
question.
yeah.
She took no damage, so yeah, she did.
Oh, there you go.
At least I did one good thing.
This is
Honestly, that is incredibly helpful.
Oh wait, she's how is Rita small?
Yeah, I think she's a halfling.
Yeah. Also, she will be small, yeah.
So that means Liska can occupy her square.
Yeah.
So Liska is gonna be bonjour. She's gonna get all up in everybody's face. Obviously no longer hidden.
I don't like stealth, guys. Positioning is hard.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and delete that effect. From
It is fun, but
I like knowing where my friends are.
First. Oh.
My
Well,
plan changed.
okay. I'm just moving so I can target.
Right.
So Rita shall be the
Oh,
first.
oh, I see how it is.
What?
Going for the small folk first.
Well, yeah, she's more likely to miss Liska.
Throw her real hard.
Yeah, throw her back towards Vellum. That could work.
No,
I mean,
throw things at me.
yes.
Don't throw a wild shaping druid at me, please.
kill them.
I mean, you have the sunlight. You'll be fine.
I haven't got it.
Oh no, is it lagging a bit?
With Liska, it
it's
seems
processing.
to
Apparently.
like.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I don't
there
know
we
why it's an advantage. Let's take the first
Uh,
roll, whatever that is.
Because you're invisible.
Key press.
Well, not invisible, you're stealth.
Oh, did I? Oh, because I was holding Alt to check measurement. My bad. Well, still, it was the first roll regardless.
Yep, gotcha. So 9 points of bludgeoning damage to the other reader.
Faux Rita.
Oh,
Select-
reader.
Select sound.
Select Sao? Question mark.
Can you give me the other one?
The other sound. Sorry, I'll specify.
The other
I
one.
don't know which one to hit.
Sound has armor though, so I might miss.
Yeah, she's got half plate and
Nope.
extra bonuses and a brand new Masterwork shield. So
That
and a shield spell.
that is still not gonna cover it.
I mean, it's not the Slayer's plate, so you got a
It's-
good shot.
Just shy.
22 without shield. Shield is +5, so that is 27. Still gets hit.
Ah, well, a noble effort.
Alright.
It's more
So
more
Bach,
accurate.
and then hello, me.
Hello, me.
Bonjour.
We meet again for the first time. Yeah, I'm gonna attack me.
I'm glad Sao didn't use her gun, so she didn't have to say the phrase, "I'm going to shoot myself."
Nah, I'm
Let's
just
see
gonna
if-
blow myself up with a grenade.
Let's see
Yeah,
if
I'm
I
just
can
gonna
hit
grenade
myself.
myself. It's much better.
Stop hitting
Arcane
yourself.
style.
No, I very much did not. But
Could you scoot to the right when you're done
Oh.
with your turn?
no, I'll scoot to the left.
That's actually
And-
better. Yes, I forgot
Yeah,
what your
no.
positioning is.
Exactly. I'm going to action search.
Mm-hmm.
I also forgot I have this technically.
You do.
Oh well. I always forget I have that. All right. Let's see if I can attack myself some more.
You'll get through your own defense eventually.
Potentially. Man, almost
Eventually.
Like, I don't like hurting myself. Stop hitting yourself.
You'll need therapy.
I've already had therapy, okay?
With
It's
therapy,
probably
I
why
have
he's
a
not
bottle.
affected by this.
That's my therapy.
I think out of everybody
Oh,
here, the only one who
hey.
actually hit Liska is Liska herself.
She can't do that.
Oh, wait, hang on.
She already used her reaction
She did.
for Shieldmaster.
There you go.
Get fucked, not Liska.
Yeah. Now you have to keep track of everything I have to keep track of.
Yeah.
Double-edged
Oh,
sword.
how the tables have turned.
I like how you got some of the most complicated people to have to puppet Jenner. If you'd just gotten Vellum, his turn would have been simple.
Yeah.
Go in, slash.
So all those rolls, those Christmas saves.
Okay, so Mark.
Mark myself.
Mark.
It would have been funny if only one person failed. We're all just ganging up on one thing.
And then do I wanna... Oh man, who is the biggest threat?
Yourself.
Liska.
Okay, I guess I'll keep attacking myself.
Liska is the biggest threat, and you're probably one of the better people who can actually hit her.
So
I'm
second
gonna go prioritize the
action
cast.
surge attack.
If he's weak, kill her.
Second, man, I don't know what it is about this mall that it likes. That
Yeah,
it takes so long. It might be the reaction or the animation.
maybe.
It's probably what it is. Just
I think
having
it's a mix of the reaction stuff you have, as well as the fact that it is, animation.
So, boop, boop, and the final boop. Boop attempt, I should say. The final boop attempt.
You're really just laying into yourself, huh?
You know, we have to. Everyone has to fight their own demons. And then
Some philosophers just sitting there like, I didn't mean literally.
it's like, I didn't mean it like that. And then, as a bonus action,
Ah, okay.
That's very good for me because I'm about to engage.
yeah. So we're gonna have to
I'm
make
also
some
just going to mention
saves.
it. Your mark.
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah, you see a position there. Could you scoot across a little bit?
I'm going to mark the other you so they can't move.
It's already done.
All right.
Do
And
you have any
that
movement left?
Nope.
Dang.
That's my turn. I moved
Fuck.
to get 5 feet with everybody. Except wherever the fuck the area is.
All right. So, is that your turn?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right.
Brace for impact.
Make a con save.
Indeed. Is it at the start or end of the turn?
Start.
Oh, there we go. There's
Start and whenever they enter.
there's the automation kicking in.
I see what utility spell not Sam uses.
All
I'll
right.
give you a hint based on what I've prepared. It's gonna
Misty
suck
Step.
for us.
Vortex one.
It's going to be Fireball, Misty Step, or Vortex Warp.
Vortex Warp is on my list of always to have, but of the spells I have permanently prepared, Field, Thunder Wave, Scorching Ray, Shatter, Fireball, and Wind Wall. Those are all permanent.
Clearly, this is the
prepared.
fake out because she's using the cannon.
Motherfucker.
That is actively hilarious.
That is
I'm sorry,
so
the joke was
funny.
there. I had to take it.
Hang on. Why is it not?
Nope.
Oh,
Moved.
she did.
She did move. No moving for you.
Why advantage? Did I do a key press again? flanking. I'm flanking with my evil
You're
self.
flanking with yourself.
Flanking with evil self.
I guess because it counts as a player character,
Although
not
let's
an,
go.
NPC, not an NPC sheet.
They're all enemies against each other. I still think that misses because of her shield.
Yeah.
Even without, it would have missed.
Yeah, she's got 2 more than that.
Ah, I see what's going on. She got the wrong. She don't have the updated version of Eldritch Cannon. Let me fix that real quick.
I can't believe you called me out like that.
I mean, why wouldn't she?
Hey, it was there. No, God.
No, sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
I had to do it to him.
It's just
Okay.
such a Sal thing, completely ignoring like a major class feature.
On the plus side, she's used her action to get the Eldritch Cannon out, so it's just limited to her bonus action spells now, which... Yeah, it depends on what she has prepped.
Random question.
There we go.
Oh, sorry. I can look it up myself. Give me a second.
Eldritch Cannon. Yeah, that should work.
I'm glad I go before Fake Liska, because I need to engage, and her having her Sentinel up is going to be a problem.
And you watch as the other Saoyun places this strange, warped, shadowed object upon the enormous shadow of Liska, upon her pauldron.
Shield cannon, I guess.
Oh no, she's arming the Liska.
Let's see, what bonus
Honestly,
actions
I'm amazed.
does she have?
It was very nice of you, Jenna, not to immediately haste the Fake Liska. I mean, it would have been counterspell, but no.
I mean, I don't have haste prepared currently.
And that's a good thing.
I would have had haste prepared, but I chose to do something more conventional.
I'm glad you didn't, because a haste... Bad
Hey,
Liska.
look,
Night
haste
Vision.
Liska is a bad Liska. Ooh, that's interesting.
That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all.
And Saoyun is going to move away from you, Liska.
Alright.
Oh, a bit laggy, There we go.
Just a tiny bit.
Just a bit.
Ah, you bitch. Okay. I had a plan, Arthur.
I mean, you still have a clean shot, don't you not?
It's not about the shot. I had a. way
So
to
the
completely
Eldritch
remove her
Cannon,
ability.
that goes on. That's like a bonus action, but it can't do it when it's active. When it's just been activated as an action, can it?
The turret, once it's activated, can shoot.
Like on the same turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good to
It's a
know.
bonus action to make it shoot.
Yeah, but it's already done a bonus action for Nightmare Strikes.
So also, technically, it entered Liska's thing. Because it shares space with Big Liska if it's quote-unquote mounting her. So it needs to make a con save for the Blizzard.
Okay.
Also, which version did you summon?
We're gonna find out eventually.
I think.
Because you don't have line of sight.
That'd be a 13.
I think
Fine, by
that
the way.
does not save.
Alright, how much damage does it take?
3d8. Just use 13, which is what I rolled earlier.
Oh, right, okay. Yep. 13. 13 was a cold damage. Very nice. Alright, Vellum.
Alrighty, this is gonna be a thing.
Fine, by the way.
Yep, we'll go until the end of the round.
I'm gonna have to dash. And I do have enough movement to get where I need to go. Oh god, fucking lag. Is there any difficult terrain between me and Fake Sound? Besides Liska?
Besides Liska, no.
No.
Okay. Oh wait, this only works with... I was gonna try and be fancy.
So technically, there's no difficult terrain if you take.
If I take a
like-
straight shot, you're the only thing that's counting as difficult terrain.
No, I mean like. Why can't I? God, I hate that.
Oh god, everything's chugging.
Oh, the
Maybe
diagonal.
Burst Protection was a bad idea. Whoever's measuring,
If
please
you
stop.
take,
I don't know how,
if
but
you
it's
take
lagging.
that route, there's no difficult terrain if you do this.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I planned on doing, but I was gonna rush attack, and that requires no difficult terrain in the way.
Yeah, no difficult terrain.
Um,
Why? It's not letting me un.
I think it's right click. Alright,
was-
so rush attack won't work with what I'm planning on doing, so I'm just gonna fucking yug. There we go.
Don't dash.
Yep, action surge.
Alright.
And as sort of like, I'm gonna flavor it as more of a tackle, but I'm going to grapple. Do
Oh.
some good old-fashioned anti-spellcaster chicanery.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Which I know Sa well enough to know she hasn't got as much of a strength as me, and I don't think she's got a lot of acrobatics besides like base. I'm assuming. Okay.
17.
Doesn't matter if you roll a 2.
Oh,
It's fine. That counts as a singular attack. I have 2 more.
Okay. Go ahead and roll again. 23. She is grappled.
Alrighty. So like it's like pinning arms to midsection and, if possible, covering mouth. I can do
not
another
how
grapple if
grappling
you wanted to
works.
try and go
That would be. You'd have to
another grapple.
restrain it. You'd have to restrain her for that.
Even restraining doesn't
Yeah.
cancel casters out.
Well,
Damn.
yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
it might.
Alternatively, you could kiss her.
Don't make
You
this
had your
weird.
one shot, man.
This is already weird enough as it is.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to sort of like pin her arms to her side and
I
cover her
can't
mouth.
do any sort of that, preventing her from doing components sort of thing.
that's not an old grapple. They have no movement speed and take them.
I know. I was seeing what I could do.
So that's a fate. That's a fate that lets you do that. No.
Yeah.
I know. I was stupid and forgore. I'm panicking here.
That's fine. It happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have.
You
I have
could
one
use your fire action to trip her
That is
and
what
make
I was
her
about to
prone.
do. That is what I'm about to do. I am going to try and get her prone.
Okay. So
I'm gonna try and like get her face down prone though, so it's harder for her to fucking look at shit.
gotcha.
Including me.
It's those beady eyes, man. It's unnerving. It's like
I mean, this is weird. I don't like
yeah
it.
yeah. Okay, this will be a shove attack. I think this is
So it's
a
just a
is it
grapple thing,
athletics? Athletics or
Special melee attack. It basically behaves akin to a grapple. Same
okay?
rules.
Gotcha.
Hit. The lag will get through eventually.
8.
Oh, you're 20 over.
I'm 20 over. Alrighty.
She's
I
grappled
made it
and
harder,
prone.
not impossible, so good luck everyone else.
Well, Liska's turn is before Nightmare Sow's, so...
Yeah, but Nightmare Liska's turn is before everyone else.
Okay,
Oh, no, it's
so
her turn now.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
there's this massive Goliath of a woman stands before you, Liska, whirling in the blizzard. There's that flicker of a. You watch as the face sort of flickers, the head twitches from one side to another. For a briefest of a moment, the visage shifts and sort of wavers, morphs, warps into some brief image of a person you once knew before it kind of warps back into shadowed eyes. And he's going to make 2 more attacks. That one misses.
How come hers is so fast?
I don't know.
DM privilege.
It's because Jenna's communicating with themselves. Really.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's sending
So
data
second
to
attack,
people
I
across the
believe
world.
that would hit unless.
I don't think that should. Hold on, I need to check the wording on something real quick because it
You
might
actually
only
have to
affect...
check your AC, and if something hits for once.
Oh, that would normally hit my AC. I just need to check if this gives. Creature you choose other than yourself. Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay.
My burst protection doesn't confer to myself, which is
Mm-hmm.
funny, but it's how it be.
Eye of the Storm, I assume.
Second attack.
I guess so. Yeah.
And
Imagine I'm marked,
you are marked.
unless it doesn't want to.
I'm currently thinking that this is Liska's first time experiencing her own strength.
Like, oh, so this is why everyone's scared of me.
Yeah, so...
I'll say, I don't know. She
so-
grew up in torment.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so mark's not working, so we'll just consider you marked.
Sounds good.
And you know what? Do one of these. Strength save, please.
Liska flexes.
You shrug it right off.
Called it.
And was that the second attack or the third attack?
This would be the third,
Okay.
the backbreaker, or whatever. Meets the beats.
All right.
Still both barely injured.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Fucking, it's action surge. This.
Yeah.
That's the Liska way.
This is something. At some point in any campaign, you should have a mirror match against your own party.
Yep. I am still slightly sad there's no Vellum.
Well, you should have failed to save them.
Oh, nope.
But I am glad
Sure,
is that
that one
Vladimir
time.
didn't fail to save.
I
That would
also
have fucked
forgot.
Vellum up real good.
Oh, looks like a miss. Yeah. I also
Alright.
forgot. Liska needs. Negaliska needs to do a
Make
con save
con
for
save,
the
yeah.
blizzard. Negaliska.
16.
I don't think that make. Hold on. What is? Oh god, what is my DC? I'm not a spellcaster. How does this work?
You can check in the details tab for that feature, and that should tell you.
8 plus physical strength, so that's 5. 13. 17. No, that would miss. Yeah, that wouldn't make it. So
Okay. So it's
Roll
a 17 then.
I think it's 17 or 18.
So 3d6,
3d8.
3d8. Gotcha.
And it's cold damage, so she has resistance against it anyway. So, but still,
So 7 points of cold damage to her.
yeah, take that.
Take that,
Take that, me.
Any bonus actions?
She do
yes.
bear's protection.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, you don't see that same pendant around your duplicate's neck.
They are not blessed like thee.
I guess not. Take that.
Yeah, why not?
Take that, me. I hate that they have.
Oh, yeah. By the way, guys, I have really powerful healing potions.
I gave
No.
people a lot of good shit, unfortunately.
And they can do it with reckless abandon because they don't have a fight to do after this.
That's true.
All right, Rita, what you
True.
doing? It's your turn, Grunker. So, Grunker? No,
yes.
Gab.
Hello. Wherever everyone is. Right. Janner.
Mm-hmm.
As a spellcaster,
Yes.
would I deduct that these are magic?
I will say, make me an Arcana or a Nature check.
The fact that they're glowing red versions of ourselves.
22. These are seemingly you could say that they are born from some sort of corrupt magic that seems to be inherent to this jungle, and it seems likely that whatever has latched itself onto your compatriots here and yourself has seemingly spawned these.
What was the last thing you said?
Whatever has latched onto your compatriots or discovered you somewhere in the jungle has latched upon you and your compatriots and has created these duplicates.
Okay, but the duplicates themselves are magic.
It seems that probably not conjured by any spell, though. No, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, the spell magic wouldn't work. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
Right,
Each spell
gotcha.
with force of higher than the target and ability check.
Right. Okay. So it's specifically asking for a magical effect from a spell because it mentions spell immediately after.
I guess.
Tell you what, we can be creative with this. Yeah, you can go ahead and roll that spell for me, and then make a spellcasting check. See what happens.
All right. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on Fake Liska.
Okay. At what level?
And that's a good question. I'm probably gonna upcast it to level 4.
Okay.
Oh wait.
I'll say, you're probably still gonna have to roll it anyway. You might as well just save a 4th level spell slot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna do the 3rd. Cast spell.
All right. So
Damage.
yeah, that's just the basic the roll for it.
The rock.
So you rolled an 18. Oh, okay. We'll have the negative Liska make a con save for that. We'll see what happens.
Oh no.
It's okay, guys. My con's low.
No,
We'll say it takes
Damn.
so that was a 3rd level, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the DC equal. Well, hang on. No.
Ah, okay. Right. So we'll say it takes 4 force damage from succeeding from that DC you set.
Let me see. Well, it's kind of a waste.
At least you know
Four
they're
damage.
not magic effects.
I guess. Yeah.
Or well,
3rd of a spell and 4 damage.
You know that they are not that they don't originate from a spell.
Right. Well, that's pretty much my turn. I guess I'm not stealthed anymore because I cast a spell.
Gotcha. Okay.
I suggest you definitely move to somewhere safe.
Yeah. Wherever that is.
Behind the tree over here.
Yeah. I was thinking that. Alright. That was my very well spent turn.
Okay. Yeah, reader. The other reader needs to make a con save. Fails. Takes 16 points of cold damage. And and she's going to try and move away from you, Liska.
Alright. I don't have a reaction. She's good.
All right, gotcha. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, the game still thinks I do, though.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I said, okay, come on. God, a lot of stuff's failing me right now. Okay, you watch as Reader, the other Reader, begins to spin this corrupted nightmare energy within her hands, and places some sort of totemic spike that impales from the ground right here. And you can see this vague shape of some sort of warped bear-like creature engraved into the wood.
Alright, where the fuck did it land?
Here.
Ah, just out of vision.
Oh, I don't see it either.
It's not working right now, so I'll go ahead and...
Alright, well, you know, we got time till next week to prep it.
Yeah. And when the spirit appears, grants temporary hit points equals to 5 plus your druid level. So it's going to grant Liska 17.
Oh, hey, nice.
No, not you. So it's
Mega Liska.
Yeah. That Liska is going to grant her 17 temporary hit points. And it gains... she gains advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Yeah, that's going to be it for her bonus action. With her action... Ooh.
I don't like that.
Go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Oh no!
Is it a magic effect?
Yes, this is a spell. You would gain advantage on this.
Oh yeah.
22. DC. Why is your spell save DC so low?
Maybe not a caster type to it.
I mean, there's two things: either polymorph or charm monster.
It's true.
Right. Okay. So with that would succeed anyway. With regardless. So okay. So you watch as Reader behind you begins weaving her hands in this shrieking circle of energy centered over towards you, and you can feel the beginnings of your form begin to shrink, but you just shrug it off, unaffected, as your cloak's effect comes to fruition. And with that, we will end our game there. And the first round of combat has just begun. You know what to expect here now, coming into this next game.
Oh, this is a mess already.
Oh yeah.
I already have an idea how to fucking get rid of my other self.
Yeah, I continue to shoot her.
Don't worry, Spice. I got I got a line of sight on your other self, and I plan on taking it out.
I
Good,
also see you
because
as
I'm
well.
gonna take you out.
Gonna
what I
fuck
was
you
gonna,
up.
what I was gonna do was to
Alright.
if I could
Yeah.
Stop
hit
recording?
anyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop recording in 3, 2, 1.